What is going on, people? Welcome back. OnlyFacts Sports, the hardest working boxing YouTubers in the UK, the home of the truth, only
Man
the
said the
facts.
UK, fam. That is disrespectful.
I don't know the American landscape to make them type of
I
claim.
don't care. I don't really need to, blood. Hit the like button on the way in, hit the subscribe button and that. We're actually, let me just check something. We're actually 10 minutes early. We
Facts.
said we were going to be live at 2:30. And when I got to Nick's house, I was like, bruv, they're going live from 1. So there is no way this show is going to start at 2:30.
There's not a lot of fights on the card though.
I did. They must have done this thing where the cards mad top heavy, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like they just put all the money behind Navarrete and Nunez,
yeah,
and the rest of these men are just getting paid peanuts, fam.
facts. But yeah, shout out to F Texa. World's on fire, but at least we got this stream. Facts. AB
Why is the
Talks.
world on fire?
I was just about to come to this. You lot know a regular section of the show is me educating Shane about politics. This regularly becomes a part of the show by accident.
You know why? Yeah.
You were actually asleep, to be fair, but in the last few hours, bombs have been dropping on Dubai.
No. I know that because you know what I do for a living, bruv. All we've been dealing with is cancellations.
You know, Ricky told us ahead of time.
I swear, no, he didn't tell me.
He told us in the other group.
How did he tell me?
No, well, not us, but me, him, my boy Malik, and Malik and Daphne.
Who's been dropping bombs on him?
Iran is going to war with not America. Who's Iran going to war with?
I'm pretty sure Iran was going to war with America.
I think it might be Iran and America, but yeah. Like, here's a screenshot. He literally told, like, Malik said, like, I'm about to book my holidays. Let me know. He kind of said it as banter, and Ricky told us this week we're having chats on Wednesday, and like basically telling us everything about.
So is USA dropping? But
I think
this guy's playing a dangerous game with his life, you know.
but it's a big industry. Like, everyone.
I'm talking about Ricky.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying it's a big industry. Like, when you're around these types of high power people, these are regular conversations. It's not like he's giving some insight. These companies have 10,000 employees. They're big companies.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a regular thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's actually.
So Iran's dropping bombs on them, yeah.
Yeah, I think that this might have been. There's always, as there always is. They're arguing about who whose bomb it is, because some people are saying that Iran isn't dropping bombs on
Honestly, bro.
Dubai. Some people, basically what happens in these situations is Iran is saying somebody shot a bomb at me and I used my missile to shut the bomb down, but it's happened to meet over Dubai. So the trickling down of the missiles hit over Dubai. Some people are saying it's Iran tried to shoot a rocket and their rockets failed. It's all mixed. People are giving different accounts of what's happening. But shout out to the man that's here. The world is burning, but we have the stream. We've got Smalls versus Ramos before we have the main event. Talk to me about Smalls and talk to me about Ramos.
Yeah, I was saying off camera. Smalls, I actually saw train in Philly before he even had his professional debut. That's how long ago I seen Smalls train. To see him fight Abel Ramos, who obviously Abel Ramos isn't a world-class fighter, but to think that Ramos fought Barrios in 2 fights ago where he could have easily won that fight.
Yeah.
It was in a not Pacquiao, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul undercard. And to see Smalls get a fight against Ramos at this stage in his career, and to think that it wasn't long ago, maybe I'm just getting old, but it wasn't long ago I was seeing this guy like train before he even had a professional fight. This time he was training with a guy named Rob Acosta. Obviously, Bosey was there as well, but he's training with a guy named Rob. Now to see him fight.
Where's Rob Acosta trained? Because that name sounds familiar.
Fulton.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to the man then. Mali's here. Mali said I wasn't going to watch it, but bun it. Who's this black youth fighting? Or Shane's just told you who he is. Israel and the US bombed Iran. So then man went kamikaze and went after all the Gulf states.
Yeah, you know what, buddy?
And the supreme leader of Iran, as they call him, is dead.
Let the dogs fight over the bones, bro. That's got nothing to do with me, bro.
It's not bone. Great check
left foot from Smalls.
And it actually wasn't a bad left hook from Ramos either. I actually think that's a good left hook.
Good job.
Smalls caught it really well.
You can, I mean, obviously Smalls is young and he's obviously no pun intended, but he's just working through his game. But you can tell that he's trying to snatch that left hook. But you can tell that the fundamentals there that he where he's coming from. Like you can tell he's
lent in a little bit there though. He's
yeah.
You can tell he you know me, I'm the body language expert. He wants to build on that, but he just needs that little bit of patience.
I was gonna say patience. You can see
because he landed a good shot, but it's not like he's a single one hitter quitter. So Ramos isn't hurt necessarily, and Ramos has got good powers of recovery.
I think Ramos
you get that confidence.
I think Ramos needs to use that experience.
It's Smalls' brother Lawrence, by the way. Do you have a brother called Lawrence? That's what Manny was asking.
I was gonna say one thing I would say about Abel Ramos is like when you fight these young fighters, they get distracted easily. They get like overwhelmed with the occasion.
Yeah.
They mentally think with their heart on their sleeve, and you kind of really got to put them in a full sense of security and really old man him through the fight.
Yeah.
You know, because if you're relying on any other form of mechanics, you're probably gonna lose because these guys are young and fresh. You know,
100%. You're not gonna outspeed him. You know what I'm saying? End of round 1, good round so far. Ahmad Diallo said, "Have you seen the Paramount news?"
No.
Paramount
news are you referring to?
Gulf states are catching strays because they host US bases. Yes and no. I mean, obviously Iran is mad and they believe in like Islamic supremacy.
Man drop bombs on a country during Ramadan. Do you know how mad that is?
Bro, at the end of the day,
them man were looking east to Mecca and just saw a bag of
Bozy trains the whole of Philly, innit? Yeah, 100%, bro.
Yeah, pretty much,
for boxing.
Pretty much, bro.
But no, I think the Gulf countries also are not so like the UAE, particularly anyway, is not really so Islamic heavy in the way that Iran is. Like if you go and look up Iran in the 1960s and 70s, Iran was a beautiful country. When this Islamic thing, man's not Islamophobic because you man obviously know, but when this Islamic team took over Iran, it just took over, bro. The country's been fucked up.
I mean, obviously, Iran was a beautiful country when it was Persia.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It was even a beautiful country in the 60s and 70s.
You're probably right. I mean, you don't lose thousands of years.
I don't just mean beauty as in looking at the country. I mean like harmonious. It was it was fairly liberal. They had beaches, Gala were wearing bikinis, man were wearing nice suits. It was quite harmonious.
It was a
harmonious place.
If you think about when people talk about like when you talk about the culture of that area, for where it's located, it was quite liberal.
It was quite liberal, yeah. That's what I was going to say. Iran was quite liberal. It went from being one of the more liberal Islamic countries to being one of the more
liberal countries,
conservative
good shot.
Islamic countries.
One thing I'll say about I know we're talking about
that's cool. No,
one thing I'll say about Smalls is even if he's not doing nothing, he's so active with his lead hand that even Ramos just can't just walk in. I do feel like his punch placement can be better, and he needs to do at some stage try and find a way to establish more of an attack. But I do like the fact that his lead hand is active. Like he's not afraid to throw it.
What I'm not a fan of is his footwork at the moment. Do you know what I'm saying? He got this kind of upright stance. He's
very upright. Very upright.
And he keeps overextending for punches. He's leaning forwards and looking for punches instead of stepping in. Do you know what I mean? That's the only thing. And I get it because you would imagine Ramos is the more battle hardened. He's the tougher of the two men. You don't really want to step in too close with someone that can crack. But at the same time, you throw from too far, you leave yourself exposed, and there's no point. To me, I do feel like Smalls is quick, but he's telegraphing some of his shots.
Very much so. But for me, it's one of those ones where you obviously got to show me a lot to go through this fight. But if you go through this fight again, you're probably gonna watch back and think I could have done this, but I could have done that.
I think Smalls wins the early rounds, but I think Ramos should be able to use his experience to start turning the fight in the middle.
Potentially. I'll be looking at the second half of the fight to see what good body shot, but then a good body shot back from Ramos.
Oh, that's a good question, actually. What did you man make of the Usyk news, bro?
Oh yeah, we have to talk about that. To be honest with you, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Everybody gets it the same, bro. When Canelo was doing this shit, he's gonna get corn, and so is Usyk, bro. I don't know what Usyk's doing, bro. Usyk's on some bullshit, right?
Man can never tell me that Usyk is not ducking Wardley, and when I say ducking, I just mean
no, it's ducking.
I'm just saying I don't want people to clip this up and man to think that we're saying Usyk is scared. Remember, most men that watch these videos, a lot of men that watch these videos back are not boxing fans. So I'm not saying scared. No one in world boxing is actually scared of anyone else. Like Devin Haney might not be scared in real life, might not actually be scared of AJ, which obviously in boxing sense don't make sense. He'd probably get knocked out, but on like these man don't care. Like man don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when I think about boxing terms, there's man we know that are technically a heavyweight. Am I scared of it?
Yeah.
If I was a pro boxer, I might fight at 160. Am I fucking scared of you? Do you know what I'm saying? Like if it gets on top, it gets on top.
Yeah,
no one's scared of
it's
anyone.
not scared.
But it's a clear duck because you haven't done this. The same as the Conor Ben situation. You haven't left Matchroom to get fights you couldn't get, or to necessarily get P's that you couldn't even get. These things are available. You haven't ducked. It's not like you've ducked Wardley. If you didn't fight Wardley because you fought AJ or you fought, I don't even know, something like Usyk could not sit here with us on this sofa and tell us what he gets from fighting my man that he doesn't get from fighting.
Yeah, he literally.
There's no benefit.
The justification for why he didn't fight Wardley. It's even worse for this brother. He says, if I would fight Wardley, what does it do for me?
Yes.
You fight this brother, what does it do for you?
You said that to Wardley, but also before Wardley come and put it on you, you said that to Joe Parker.
No, he said he'll fight Joseph Parker. He said he'll fight Joseph Parker. He said he won't fight Wardley because Joseph Parker. He said Wardley.
When Parker put it on him after the Dubois fight, he said let me have a break and let's see.
But then after
it took him a while.
In the build up to the Wardley fight, he said if he beats Wardley, he'll fight.
I hear you, but Joe Parker was already number one contender. He shouldn't even.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So you're putting barriers in place before you fight me.
Yeah,
so you've got me then.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying that at some stage you say good shot from Smalls. Well, I would say, this rounds haven't been that hard to score, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, it's one of those ones where I'm starting to ask a question. This fight being on Ring and Turkey having that situation.
Do you think? I said I don't think he's ducking. So I don't think he's ducking. He's going the money route. What fucking money?
No, but that's my point. That's my point, Nick. Do you think he's doing this because Fabio? You said it on the podcast. Fabio, Frank ain't building these fighters up for them to go on ring cards no more. No. Do you think it's one of those ones where because it's a ring card, and this is a clear example of Turkey trying to establish himself without Frank?
Yeah.
But there is no heavyweights that he can choose from because everybody's with Frank. Do you think that fight didn't materialize because of the Frank and Turkey situation?
I don't know, but I also don't care. There are not many people that in boxing that exist outside of these. This guy's famous in kickboxing, Nick. I don't care. There's no way this guy.
What are you talking about, bro?
He was a kickboxer.
Wait, I'm not you, Ahmad. Who gives a flip, blood?
But Ahmad, I think he's making the case that it's more of a money fight because he'll bring his audience. But that's it. It won't.
No,
it just won't. It just
doesn't work like
that. It just won't.
Boxing doesn't work like that.
It just won't, bro. It won't. This ain't the Sidemen charity football match. Do you know what I'm saying? It don't work like that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to make the most money, you'd fight Wardley. Usyk is in a charmed position where he hasn't actually nailed his colours to the mast with anyone.
Facts. I was going to say
that's why I'm holding him to this standard. Yeah, because one, you're the unified world champion and you're the guy at heavyweight. Everybody knows that. Second of all, you're not with Eddie, but you've got a good relationship with Eddie. You're not with Frank, but you've got a good relationship with Frank. You're not with Turkey, but you've got a good relationship with Turkey. You've got great relationships all around you. So if there's anybody that's not going to be, and you're from Ukraine, that you're not even from America or England, so you exist outside of this.
The only way it makes a lot of money is if Turkey's done it as like a business decision and said, you know what, I'm going to overpay you, pay this spreader crumbs, and you ain't going to get that purse split with Wardley, which is probably the situation that's happened. But that's not how you've conducted your career up to this point. It's always been legacy. And the reason why I'm even more annoyed is because AJ didn't have to fight you, bro. AJ didn't have to fight you.
The problem I have with what you're saying, and the reason I don't think is because Usyk is a genuine legacy guy, I believe. And he'd only make that decision if he was going to go and fight one of these other men later. I would almost forgive him, not really, but I'd almost forgive him if he was doing this as a one-off to go do something. That AJ went to beat up Jake Paul to come back and...
No, but that's...
Usyk, but if it is about, if you're allowing your career to be dictated by beef between Frank and Turkey, then you're never going to fight another top heavyweight again.
No, but Nick, that's why when you said to me, when you said it a couple of weeks ago, when you were like, oh, this is just nothing but another promotional company and we're gonna get the same sides of the street conversation again. You were right.
Yeah.
Because this is a prime example of, because for me there's no other justification.
Turkey came into the sport. He gave us Bivol and
you might hit the like button and subscribe button.
He gave us Bivol and Beterbiev. For that I salute you. You gave us Canelo and Crawford. For that I salute you. Now the big names are gone. Man, I'm forgetting Turkey came into boxing at a time. Their boxing was very healthy.
Yeah, facts. In terms of talent.
They were not just talent, stars. AJ was a pound-for-pound star. Canelo was a pound-for-pound star.
Fury.
All the stars of the last 10 years of boxing were all there when he came into boxing. I mean, he came in when guys were already built. And if we look at the pound-for-pound stars of today,
Tank was there as well.
Tank was there. Which of the top 10 pound-for-pound stars today has Turkey had a major hand in building? Shakur fought Padley, not Turkey's fault, but he fought Padley. Devin was a star. Ryan was a star. Crawford, he helped build. He was part of the Canelo thing. So he helped build Crawford. And he helped build Crawford, Bivol, Beterbiev. Inoue was a star. Jai Pattaya was a star.
Jai Pattaya's never been a star now.
Pound for pound, top guy. Yeah. He's not really.
Ramos is now starting to turn up the pressure a bit. I still think he's getting hit with shots, but now he's starting to just disregard the shots that he's getting hit.
This is what I predicted. We're into round 4. We're into round 4, and I said in the middle rounds he should, because Smalls has been making some small fundamental mistakes, and Ramos, as a tried and tested professional, should be able to start exposing and exploiting those. That being said, Bozy is going to start turning the screw.
My problem with what Ramos's approach is, you're going to get to a stage where you're going to have to start either win every round or get a knockdown or a knockout.
I think you'll be looking for a knockdown.
Which you don't want to be in that position. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you done it maybe slightly earlier and not gave up so many rounds, then you wouldn't be in that problem. Because I don't even actually think Smalls is tired. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, definitely not.
It's a good body shot from Ramos. Oh, good shot.
It's a great 2P, 3P's actually, double jabbing.
And he came back though, Ramos. Now this is what this is what you're talking about with like Smalls getting a bit, what's it called?
A bit greedy.
Patient and greedy. I'm impatient and greedy. Because he landed a good 1-2 and he just kept going forward. He should have just taken that and be like, yeah, I'm happy. You now have to make the difference, you know?
Mally Talk said it's not about money, it's not the money route, it's just using his power. DJ Michael said you should do a video about Usyk ducking his mandatories. Annoyingly, we shot the podcast, and then the next day,
it always happens.
Yeah, every time we shoot the podcast, breaking news happens. But breaking news is happening at the moment in boxing every day. Yeah. But we will cover that in next week's podcast for sure. I think he just wants to retire unless it's a big boxing fight. That doesn't make sense.
Then
you always say stuff that doesn't make sense. If he wants to retire, he can retire. Who's stopping him?
This might be Ramos' best round.
This is not a big. He's not fighting a big fight. This is not a big fight that he's about to have. As the world champion, you are doing a Wilder and plucking someone that's not even in the top 10. Let me look up the heavyweight rankings and look at people that he should be actually
I can cut him, Wardley, Caballero,
yeah.
I think a Coley might be in there, you know. Fury.
Caballero, he should be fighting. Wardley, he should be fighting. He already did. He just beat Dubois. Jagsor is rated number 6. I don't really think that's a great fight, but that's still a credible name. Itoma, we all think he makes easy work of Itoma, but that should be a name. Gassiev would be amazing. Gassiev.
I wouldn't even want. For me,
I wouldn't want it. But I'm just saying. I'm just listing opponents that are more credible than the guy he's fighting. Zhang is more credible. Zhang is old as shit. I know. Coley, Frank Sanchez, any of these men. Obviously, he tried to get the Deontay Wilder fight. Joe Joyce. Any of these men are more credible. As shit as some of them are right now, they're more credible than fighting.
And here's my statement here. If this is due to beef between Warren and Turkey, then we can assume that we're gonna get more shit like this moving forward.
But that's the point I was about to come to before we went back to the fight. Yes, we got Bivol Beterbiev, we got a few of these fights. Thank you, and there were maybe 2 or 3 or 4 people that have benefited from a pound for pound perspective. Everyone's benefited in terms of making more money. That list is long. But in terms of a pound for pound perspective, in terms of Turkey coming in with all his money and making boxing better, that 2 years later, that hasn't happened. And we're now beginning to see the same fractions we saw previously.
Facts.
Fury's fighting on Netflix. Usyk is going to go and fight on, let's say, Paramount
No, it's
or Netflix as well. AJ, he's got an exclusive deal with DAZN, unless it's Jake Paul, and then that's a Netflix deal. We're seeing the same problem.
Oh, good shot from Ramos.
Into round 5, Ramos.
That was again because.
But look at his patience. Look at his patience.
Kind of overcooking it. The last round was the closest round. I think the first 3 were just comfortable rounds, which I thought Ramos kind of. I can tell you where Smalls is gonna have his problems.
Great shot from Smalls.
It's problems in the welterweight division moving forward. I can tell you where he's gonna have his problems, and for the most part, it's gonna be with his punch placement. Not even so much of his defense, because I actually feel like even though he makes defensive errors, if his biggest defensive errors is actually in between punches, but you live and learn. But yeah, for me, bro, you said it a couple months ago where you're like, how many fights would we have actually not got?
Yeah.
And I'm actually at a stage where I'm like, bro, I've seen this 100. What do you think about Don King's lawsuit of TKO? I found that funny.
Yeah, bro.
By the way, yeah, I'm like, when the lawsuit's getting thrown around, I know Don King ain't far. I'm like, this guy ain't even got no fights. Good work from Ramos. I know Don King is around the corner trying to.
DJ Mikey said that he he should just vacate the belts and not hold up the division. The reality is he knows that he's not a pay-per-view star without the belts. Turkey ruined a lot of big fights. 2 with unnecessary tune-ups. Wilder, AJ, Haney, Garcia 2. It's a fair point. It's a very fair point. He didn't hold up the division. He is holding up. He is holding up the division. He is holding up the division.
He had Wardley waiting, and he had Parker waiting, and
Parker was waiting for his world title shot, and Usyk just said, "Yeah, we'll see." And then he tried to. Usyk himself kind of enforced this final eliminator. The final eliminator that Joseph Parker fought against Wardley, when, to be fair, Joseph Parker was on cocaine allegedly. It was for a fight. It was a final eliminator for the spot that Joseph Parker already held. He didn't. It's the same as when White lost to Povetkin. He don't have to have this fight. You're already in the position.
And then Caballo's waiting as well. So
yeah, exactly. What's your thoughts on Keyshawn calling everyone out? Bro wants Lamont Rhodes Jr. I like it.
Yeah, Keyshawn.
I think Keyshawn needs to step into being the main character. Do you know what I'm saying? For a long time, he's been the side. Twist the handles off. He's been the side character or the backup character.
Moving forward, I'm glad you're ringside because you're going to be very relevant for the winner of Navarrete and Nunez. Hope you get the fight. I actually wanted him to fight Foster, but I don't know if that fight's going to happen.
Him and Foster would be a good fight. But yeah, with Keyshawn, he needs to not be the sidekick to Shakur. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how he's built his career a lot. Look at Shakur. Look how good he is. I'm kind of like him, but a sidekick kind of version.
Yeah,
that's his brand. That's his brand. Do you know what I mean? And I don't feel like he can really step into. He has like concentration issues, but he's talented, and I feel like he needs the right dance partners to keep himself motivated.
For me, the bromance that these men have, bro, I'm actually sick of it. I'm just sick of it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you man.
It was cool at the lower divisions. It was cool. You had a little support network at the lower level. But now we're doing up world title unifications. Man, I've got to drop that out.
Yeah, like allow me, bro. Less of that, bro. Like, I've seen even Hitchens. Small started this one. Well, I've seen even Hitchens. I wish I heard what Ballsy said because what I'm not seeing in this fight is him clutching at punches. He just clutched at a punch. That's funny. That's poor for Ramos.
Horrible uppercut.
Man, done
I hate when people do. You're uppercutting from a different postcode.
Literally.
If Dubois beats Wardley, do they make the trilogy or the Fury fight?
If Dubois beats Wardley, Dubois probably. Bro, I think Frank's gonna keep that his money in house, bro. Good.
If Dubois beats Wardley, Usyk will probably use that as an excuse to get a unification fight.
No, I don't think so.
I think he might do.
I don't think so, bro. I actually don't think. I think this is a sign of Usyk moving forward, bro. Ring Magazine are gonna pay him more than Frank.
Even for an undisputed heavyweight fight.
Do you wanna know why?
Go on.
Because Ring know they don't have no other heavyweights.
Yeah.
So they're just gonna overpay this guy more than what he's supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
Frank ain't gonna pay him that much money for you to beat my champion and go back to Turkey.
No. And you're not going to sign a deal with me. So
Literally, that was a good shot from Ramos.
that was a
Still,
good shot, yeah.
he's Smalls had start. Oh, that's a good uppercut to
So
the
the
body.
question is with Turkey then.
Oh, that's a good shot.
I did say the middle rounds. I think Ramos will start to turn the screw.
I thought he got caught with a shot. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think he did in that exchange, but
To be honest
it's not going to bother him, is it?
To be honest with you, it's one of those ones where I've seen. Even if Small wins, I still feel like there's a lot of work that still needs to be done.
Yeah, you can immediately see he's not
the finisher.
He's not the level just yet. He's obviously winning on the
It's a good fight to have at this stage in your career.
This is what you want. You want those challenging fights, those learning fights. You don't want to be learning in a world title fight.
These are the fights that Conor Benn didn't really have.
Yeah, facts. But he's English, isn't it? They do this all the time. Like, I think, seeing Sam Noakes fight.
I said Sam Noakes. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, it's a great learning fight. But the problem is with Frank and the fact that Sam Noakes probably doesn't make him that much money.
Is that learning fights in a world title?
Not just that, but like you're not going to take that learning fight and go anywhere. Do you mean we know with Frank, we've seen what he did with Anthony Yard. He fought Abdullah Mason, world champion, world title, world level fighter. Great from Ramos again.
He's now applying some pressure.
It's a good shot straight back. Had to get it back in blood. Good from Smalls. I think probably Ramos round, but it's close.
Yeah, that's probably a Ramos round.
But yeah, like we've seen with Yard, he's gone up to fight a world title fighter. Then we've realised he's not quite at that level. And then there's no building fights. He drops 3 levels down. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Sam Noakes drop all the way down to fight someone who's like British level before he gets another shot again in the future.
Facts.
And that's not going to help him. So you've done some learning, but then you've gone and applied. I mean, you've done a degree in journalism only to go and work at a law firm. And now your education is not working in the way that it should do.
You've done a degree in journalism.
I don't think Rafael deserves a title shout. Why?
Why? Why? Bro, why? Who deserves a world title shot more than Caballero, if not Wardley?
Yeah. Also, Caballero was in the final eliminators. So
yeah,
he literally earned the title shot.
Well, yeah, literally.
He quite literally earned it. He's the number 1 contender. So he is in the title position. I agree with you, Nick. It's disappointing. Yeah, you mentioned Paramount buying out CNN and all those other the Warner Brothers. I thought that deal fell apart. The last news I saw is that the Paramount and Warner Brothers deal fell apart.
I'll be honest with you, like the reason why that doesn't really mean much to me is because it doesn't really change the boxing landscape at all.
Paramount set for $110 billion takeover after Netflix drops its bid. Paramount paid.
They've given the last 2 rounds to Ramos. Smalls needs to do something to wrestle the rounds back.
Yeah.
If you can win a couple of rounds, I think you win the next 2 rounds, you probably win the fight, because this is gonna be Ramos's big push before the championship rounds, and you'd be disappointed if you didn't go and get it.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing I will say is, like, you've definitely been the more skilled fighter, but you that doesn't always win. Ooh, that's a good right hand from Smalls. Another good left hook there. Like, you can tell he's got decent, good talent, but you just got to put it together, man. Him and what's it called? Him and Bozy and Eddie can work good together, because it's more like Bozy might have the talent pool that Eddie don't really have.
Yeah.
And then Eddie's gonna give them the distribution and the network that isn't really there. You think about, that's a really good uppercut. That's a good uppercut back from Ramos.
Yeah, and he tips his head into that one as well.
Oh, that's a good body shot.
Ramos are just losing too many exchanges. Like, you feel like if the exchanges are 50-50, Ramos comes off better. But Ramos is maybe winning 10-20% of the exchanges. Smalls is it's just activity, It's not even like you say the punch placement being great. I don't think his power is great, but it's just general activity that Ramos can't quite deal with.
I think
because Ramos is having some good success, but when he's fighting in spells, but he can't sustain it.
I think one of the reasons why, that's a good shot. How he used the levels there was really well. Because he dipped really low and then he just came up with a shot that was literally directly across the line. That was a great left hook. This is a good round from Smalls.
He would have known.
Oh, good body shot.
Posey would have told him, listen, the momentum's dipping up, going away from you. You got to win this.
Good duck. Yeah, this is decent boxing. A good shot from Ramos.
This makes sense as a 10-rounder. So, I mean, I said the Frank Martin fight didn't really make sense for a 10-rounder. And then in the end, it was a good thing it was only a 10-rounder.
Trust me. Because he almost got stopped.
See my man singing afterwards.
Oh, good shot. Yeah. Good shot from Ramos.
Shout out to Himanshu. What's going on, bro? Fury held up the division with White and Chisora and Ngannou. Usyk is having one that's really holding up the division.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't give a crap.
What man did before. So I'm saying you can't go to court for selling drugs and say, well, the
I only done it once.
Drugs. Yeah, but also my dad sold drugs, so it's cool. No, bro.
Yeah, bro. What have you
seen the City game? They scam a win. Fair play to them. City were under a lot of pressure. They played Leeds and they scraped. When I say they scraped, Leeds probably should have won 3-1.
Does that concern you though?
No.
No, I say, does that concern you that they're playing poor and still winning?
No.
Okay.
Because we still got to play them.
No, the reason I'm saying that is because, they always say when a team plays poor and can still win, it's a concern.
Yeah, but it's got the sign of champions, they say.
Because you lot were doing it at some stage season as well. And I was like, these man are flipping scumming their way.
Yeah, 100%. But they proper scummed it today.
You man hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.
Each one support even day ones. It's just an excuse not to fight each other. Maybe not day ones, but they've known each other for a very long time. They're doing the Olympics together, right?
Yeah. I don't know how true that is,
I think they know,
because I feel like it's not even just these two. It's just bare these man saying it now. What a good right hand!
But it's the Olympics that it's the Olympics that when you come through the Olympics, there was something going to talk to you about the Olympics of that.
Ryan came through the Olympics.
A lot of them are cool with Ryan.
They will fight Ryan though.
He makes him a lot of money.
Tio came through the Olympics.
They didn't like him.
Yeah, I know, but he came through the Olympics.
But I'm just saying, these are brethren. Like, these are actually brethren.
I know Devin didn't go to the Olympics.
Yeah.
He turned pro young, but...
That Conor Ben fight in April was actually appalling, man. He said facts. If Conor didn't leave Eddie, he could get his title fight.
Yeah, but I don't think... And Nick said this at nausea. He doesn't want a title fight, so...
I said that if before Conor left, I said he doesn't want it. You could see he doesn't want a title fight. When man want a title fight,
they don't call up 5, 6.
That's what they hone in on somebody and they say, "You, bro, we seen Shannon Briggs fly to other countries to chase down
Ramos." Good shot from Ramos.
See, if Ramos can beat Smalls to punches, he can beat problems, but he just typically can't. It's activity and it's dimension.
I can tell Smalls is feeling the pace. Oh, what a left foot!
He's got the power.
It's just come straight through it.
Smalls ain't got the power. Because he's landed clean on Ramos a few times, and Ramos just doesn't really look phased.
Literally.
But when Ramos lands clean on Smalls, Smalls does look phased.
He's got to work here because...
Yes, that's where he needed to work.
Yeah, he's got to work there. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, good shot.
I don't think the Nunez handball was a handball. The Nunez handball wasn't a handball. It's unfortunate.
In what game?
The one today.
I didn't watch it still.
Yeah.
I ain't watched no football today.
Leeds, in the first 20 minutes, had they had the game plan against... This is why I'm not worried, because they just couldn't finish. That's Calvert-Lewin up top. Calvert-Lewin missed 3 one-on-ones, 3 sitters, and he missed.
But I'm going to give you some advice. If you want Arsenal to win the league, don't watch City games. It's one of them ones where, whenever you keep an eye on the City game, good shot from Ramos. Yeah, Ramos is winning this round. This is probably Ramos' clearest round.
This is what I said. Smalls is going to win the first couple rounds, and come the middle rounds, Ramos is going to start to move through.
Championship rounds. I mean... I've Smalls winning. I've Smalls winning 5 rounds so far. So I've got it 5-3. So if Ramos wins the next 2 rounds, he could win, get a draw, or maybe the judge give him a swing round or something. But
Ramos ain't getting that swing round.
Smalls needs to get a round back. He needs to get a round back. I think if you get a round back, that's a good shot. And
he does really well launching into shots.
One of the things that I would do if I was Smalls was I would actually trust my ability to just fight behind the high guard until my second win comes.
Yeah. They bought everything. I agree with Shane. It doesn't change anything for boxing. It only affects American politics.
Yeah.
I think it will have some sort of impact on boxing because obviously Zuffer's got to deal with Paramount, right? So that's just more.
I don't know why I thought this dude was with Remiliano Vargas. I thought this dude was with Oscar.
I don't know why I thought that this was the coming up to the main event. I thought that would.
That's fine though. We're here, innit?
Yeah. I'm just checking.
You man, like, subscribe, big support for what you lot have been doing on us, like on our shows
Hey, yo.
recently. Pause. Tired, innit? Big support. Obviously, we're trying to grow the football podcast. So, you guys, any tips? Pause. Any advice you can give us? Anything you can let us know to help it grow? Let us know. The boxing podcast is doing what it does. If you guys can watch the podcast when it premieres, it also helps us as well. So
Eddie's saying he might open legal proceedings because he matched the money but couldn't with the one fight deal situation. Shit's gonna get messy.
No, he's gonna do legal proceedings because what he's saying is he needs proof that Conor Ben's getting paid 15 million for the program.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if you're on, he'd be the highest paid undercard fight I've ever seen in my life.
I totally agree because it's easy to outbid someone if you're not telling the truth.
I don't know if I gave round 7 to Ramos.
It's easy to outbid someone if you're lying about how much you're paying them. You know what I'm saying? Because what they do, I use this example all the time. What's my man's name? Name me who's one of the big hip hop moguls from the South.
From the South, Master P.
This is why you're the guy. Master, when 50 Cent was coming up, I don't know if you know.
Yeah. I know the story.
50 Cent was coming up. Master P said, "I'm going to pay you for 5 shows. I can't remember the numbers exactly. I'm going to pay you for 5 shows. 250,000 for 5 shows, 50 grand a show." 50 said, "That sounds great." Master P paid him for 3 shows, and 50's album was coming out. And he said, "Listen, we're a little bit busy right now. I'll keep those 2 shows in my pocket, but you go do your thing. I'm going to support you. Go do your thing." 50 goes and releases his album. He makes a shit ton of money.
Ooh, Smalls is wobbled. Smalls is wobbled.
If Smalls gets stopped, I predicted this perfectly.
Smalls is wobbled. Yeah, he's wobbled. He's wobbled.
This is how I would have coached Ramos to try to win this fight, and he's actually done skill what he can. Overhand right. Come on. Throw that right hand. Throw that right hand. The right hand is there. Throw the right hand. His left hand is down.
What I love about Ramos is being patient. He's selecting his punches.
That's because he believes he can stop him. He actually believes he can stop
and trust your high guard. You have to trust your high guard. You can't use your feet. Your feet's gone. You got to trust your high guard.
Throw that right hand, Ramos. Throw that right hand. Why is he throwing to the body? We don't need body shots here. He's not throwing the overhand right once, Shane. Why is he not? And then he does it there. See, and it landed.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Good shot.
There's nothing on it.
Nothing. But you got to get...
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You got to throw.
It's a boxing match, isn't it?
Bro, if you get out of this fight, you've learnt so much. You know what I'm saying?
Those are low, but that's okay.
This is good work from Ramos. This is really good work from Ramos. This is good work from Ramos.
He don't like to use his right hand. Unless he's only using it for like when he's guaranteed, but nothing's guaranteed in life. Don't let it get away. It's gonna let it cross the body.
Porsche. He telegraphed as well. You know what?
Oh.
You know what, Smalls? You're gonna learn a lot from that round.
In fact, you're gonna learn it. You're gonna learn today.
That was a beating, boy.
But yeah, what I was saying about the thing, like Master P paid for the 5 shows, got 50 to do 3 of the shows, whatever it was, and then when 50 came back as a big star, the album had gone out. He said, "Yeah, you owe me 2 shows, and this is what you can do in boxing." I mean, if you're gonna say, "Right, I'll pay you 15 million pounds for 1 fight," to me, anyone can outbid anyone if the money's not real.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like that's just what it is.
And if I'm Eddie, I'll do legal proceedings as well. Right now, if I
have to prove to me that
right
that's
now, if I'm Eddie, I'm looking to do legal proceedings. Yeah, because if you want to drown a box,
or I'm going to make you spend that money. If you've told me that you're spending 15 million for 1 fight, I'm going to make you because also if I'm Eddie, I know you have the money.
Yeah, fact.
I'm going to make you spend that money then.
Yeah, and here's the next thing, Nick. Yeah. If you're a new company in the sport, you got 3. Obviously, I presume Don King's one's frivolous, But
Yeah, you got 2 or 3 legal proceedings hanging over your head already.
how you gonna sign fighters? You gonna be scared to sign fighters? This is great work from Smalls.
Into the last.
This is great work from Smalls. I like how he's come out in this round because you've landed a pretty good shot.
I do hear it, but I think Ramos should be able to time him. Remember Ramos.
I have it the other way around.
Ramos ain't got to land too many punches because his punches are more effective and more eye catching. He don't have to land 50 punches to win this round. You could win the round by landing 5 punches if you're smart.
Good shot from Ramos. But
that's
Smalls needs to go and work. You're gonna have to work in this round to win this fight.
Ramos is just too slow, man. He can't put his hands together. He can throw to the body or he can throw to the head.
Work.
But he can't put them together. That's a good left hand from Ramos.
Work. Good job.
So now we see Ramos trying to set a little trap.
Good left hook. That was last round. He got outlanded there by Bears.
He got outlanded here. There's a jab.
Good shot.
Overhand right. That's it. You ain't got to land. They ain't got to land, but you just got to do it.
Work.
You got to do it.
You got to work.
Now you know he's got this. Just like a football match. Now you know he's got to attack. Set the trap. Set the trap. Now you know he's got to come to you. You know, it's once you land that power punch, he has to get it back in blood.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, you might have been 1 step too far. Good work from Ramos.
And now you're initiating clinches. It's all body language here. Ramos ain't even necessarily, not that he's not winning the round because he is, but he's winning the minds of the people in the room.
Good shot from Ramos. I feel like he hurt him there as well.
You know Smalls is hurt when he starts to throw punches. He's barely in.
Yeah, but that's why you just got to keep throwing.
That right hand is there again. He's pivoting to the left.
Good shot.
He's stepping to the left. You got to let that right hand meet him.
I want to see this fight back, you know.
It's a good uppercut. That's a
good shot from Ramos.
There you go.
No fight, no knockdown.
That's cool though. Just like you said, Lickle man him, dash him to the
floor.
Dash way.
You gotta go and get that.
Yeah, you're too small for me, boy. That right hand is still there, especially once he pivots to the left.
Oh, that was a good body shot.
That was a shot I wanted to throw.
Oh, good shot.
Come off the gloves, it was a good shot. There you go from Smalls.
Oh, good body shot again from Ramos. Good shot from Ramos again. My scorecard is a draw, but
yeah, I think it should be a draw. That's smart from Ramos because it looked like he's going down. So I'm going to start landing some punches because if you go down, I'm taking a knockdown here.
Yeah, facts.
And you're going to lean into me like that, I'm going to punch you. Last 10 seconds here, boys. We'll get to the comments.
Well done, Ramos.
I could see maybe Smalls by 1, but I could really see a draw.
Nah, for me, this is a draw.
He wants to get that stoppage. I hear
it. I mean, he's definitely fighting like a desperate man, but that was a good fight.
And even the body language, Ramos is going to go and celebrate. Smalls is going to look like, quite upset. He's got his hand in the air. But you don't really believe
I mean, in that Mexican crowd, that's going to be hard. You're going to have to, you're going to have to flip him. It's going to be difficult for you to get those judges there.
I said Villa lost 2. We could finish 3rd.
I said that on this week.
City were getting moved to until 5 minutes before half time. Yeah, facts. They were actually getting moved to. Bro, this is why I know what they're saying about when people say you can play badly and still win games, that's the sign of champions. I hear what they're saying, but if you saw the game today, that's not applicable to this game. Do you know what I'm saying? These Leeds lost that game. City didn't win it. That's the difference. Leeds had 3 or 4 clear-cut times. I'm talking right wing and down the wing, crossed.
But that's the same for Brentford, though. When you played Brentford, you could have got spliffed in that game still.
Brentford.
You played Brentford, bro, and you drew 1-1. That game, you got battered, bro.
I hear you. I do hear you. I'm just saying that's the only reason, because we still got to play City. I feel like very strongly that we beat City.
At Etihad?
At Emirates.
No, it's at Etihad.
I will beat them at Etihad then.
I'm not saying you won't, but I wouldn't be that confident if I was you still.
That's what I'm saying, man. I can't rely on Dominic Calvert-Lewin, man. Bare of these Hispanic boxers are pretty boys. Pause.
No, not all of them. What?
I don't even know how to judge that. I don't. Like who? Name names, Manny. Who's your top 5 pretty boy boxers? Who's that?
Yeah, it sounded a bit fishy to me.
Prince of All Saiyans says, Shane, what team do you support? He supports Man United. Is there going to be more fights on the on the Fury fight, or is it just him and Conor? There'll have to be
more fights.
There'll be a full card, but it will probably be because they're blowing the budget on them two.
I mean, you're paying 15 million for an undercard fight.
Says all. I don't think the Regis fight is for 15 mil. That's a true.
Has to be.
This is what we're trying to say, Truth Teller Maxwell. This is what we're saying. It probably wasn't. You're right. Logically, there isn't the value for that. But that's what you've told me because I have matching rights that you're paying him. Like if Arsenal have matching rights for a fight for a football player, for Ethan Wanyeri. Oh, hang on, we got the scorecards coming. One judge has gone Ramos.
It's draw. It's going to be a draw. 95-95. Oh, it has to be Ramos then. Has to be Ramos.
I'm going to say Smalls.
Has to be Ramos.
Ah, Smalls is lost.
Has to be Ramos.
Yeah.
When I heard 97,
that
has to be Ramos.
It's a wide scorecard, though.
Yeah, very. Because he won 4 rounds.
Yeah.
He won 4 rounds clearly. So, yeah.
Smalls is lost.
Yeah.
Difficult fight.
What was this for? Oh, WBA something. It's not obviously not world title or anything, but it's for something.
This is what I say to Shane all the time. This is why I say to Shane all the time. Shane's always telling me about these fighters that's got skills and that, bro. That's what I said.
No, that's not that. That's a poor example.
It's not a poor example.
Because he's not. When I'm talking about skills, I'm not talking about fighters like him.
You're talking about top.
I'm talking about fight. Bro, you can't bring that style to Shakur Stevenson. You can't bring that style to Bivol and win. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Ramos' style.
Yeah, you can't bring that to Bivol and win. Can't bring that to Shakur and win.
You haven't seen it yet, but you're comparing. Bivol has not fought someone that is the equivalent of Bivol is 10-10. Hold on. Bivol is 10-10 of boxing.
Yeah.
Who's he fought? Who is there currently that is like 10-10 of that style?
Aggression. So you wouldn't say Beterbiev is 10-10.
Beterbiev is aggressive.
Beterbiev knocked out everybody.
Beterbiev's aggressive, but I would not say that Beterbiev fights the same style as Ramos.
Zerdo does. Zerdo does.
Is Zerdo 10-10?
Is Ramos 10-10?
No, but Ramos is the same level as Smalls.
No, but you're sick. No, he's not. How is he the same level as Smalls? This guy's fought for world titles. Smalls ain't even fought at this guy. This is
okay. He's a higher level.
You're gonna say that like this guy Smalls is like 23.
The point I'm trying to make is we're always talking about skilled fighters. I know you're talking about the top guys.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there's other elements to boxing than just having the skills. Having the skills is only going to get you so far.
Not at elite level, bro. If you're an elite fighter and Smalls doesn't do anything elite, so if I want elite aggression or elite skill, like elite technique, I want to take elite technique every time of the week, bro.
Who's the last elite aggressive fighter we saw? I'm just curious.
Aggressive?
Yeah. Like elite level aggressive. Other than Beterbiev. Before Beterbiev.
Before Beterbiev?
Yeah.
Golovkin?
Yeah. And then who's he fought that's elite technically?
He hasn't. Canelo was the closest thing he had, and he was a close fight. Yeah. Who else is it? I mean, right now, elite is Benavidez is elite. Benavidez is an elite aggressive fighter.
Yeah.
He hasn't fought anyone
elite technicians. Yeah.
He has, but he was just small. He was just way smaller than him.
Who? Andrade.
Yeah. I mean, you got pieced up by Andrade until he stopped him. So
yeah. I hear you. But yeah, like with the Truth Teller Maxwell, what we're saying is that if Arsenal have an option in Ranieri's contract that whatever any other club offer him wages wise, we have the right to match it, and if we can match it, he stays with us. Then Barcelona come in and say we're going to offer him 300 grand a week, and we think that, and he goes, and we think that's a bit suspicious. You're offering an 18-year-old that's not really hit it big on the world stage 300 grand a week. I want to see your accounts. I want to see that you are actually paying him 300 grand a week. There's no good that I call you and say, right, we have matching rights, Mr. Barcelona. How much are you paying him? And they say, we're paying him 300 grand a week. And we go, okay, cool. No.
You guys are paying him $1 million, innit?
You might as well pay him because you know when La Liga, for example, they all have billion-dollar
Billion
buyout
buyout
clauses.
clause.
But do you know why that is?
No.
In La Liga, you have to have a buyout clause in your contract. So they just set it at ridiculous numbers just because. When it first people start saying, "Oh my God, this player's not worth $1 billion," that's the point. I'm specifically putting a number in this contract that
no
nobody's
one's gonna pay.
So then it's just
pointless. Neymar had one mad one like that.
Yeah, it's the same as basically not having one because it's so ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? So if you were going to tell me that's what you're paying, I need to see that that's what you're paying. And so to the point you're making, Truth Teller Maxwell, he may not have been getting paid 15 million before, but now, because you've caused such a ruckus for me in my business plans, I'm going to force you to pay him 15 million. I want to see the accounts, and I can take you to court to see the accounts of you paying this guy 15 million pounds.
Yeah.
For that one fight. And if you don't, I'm going to sue you. Yeah. Because that's the agreement.
That's a breach of contract. And it's very transparent.
Yeah.
It is very transparent.
There's not no nuance. There's not no. Do you know what I'm saying? How many Twinkies did you buy him or whatever? There's no egg situation here. This is just cut and dry. Are you paying him 15 million pounds? Show me proof of the 15 million pounds. That's awesome. End of. And then where it will become more difficult is if they can't prove that, then it'll become more difficult as to, well, how much damage has this done to my business as Matchroom? Yeah. Now we can start putting numbers
like what?
Like Frank Warren. Yeah. Now we're gonna put billions out of nowhere.
Because here's the thing: what you want to do with a company like TKO who doesn't have any market shares, you want to discredit them as early as you can. And if you discredit them, remember that.
But they're currently trying to buy credit.
That's what I'm going to say. Yeah. Their product is fighters. If fighters don't trust that what they're getting is
real,
because right now, I give you a prime example. Virgil is getting. We tried to talk about this week. Virgil's getting restraining on the putting by Oscar because of his contract situation. This has now put his career on hold. If he was getting 10 million, 9 million, whatever from Gerald Ennis, you ain't getting that right now. You're just on hold until the situation goes. Now, if I'm a boxer and I know these lawsuits are flying about, what was it, 3 lawsuits in the last week or whatever, and that's not even including the Eddie one if he does sue, we're looking at a situation where it could be a case of, if I'm a fighter, do I really want to go into sign with a company who, when the lawsuits are flying, I'm now sitting on the bench and I'll lose the prime years of my career? Because if Conor Ben isn't getting paid 15 million for the next fight, the issue that Conor Ben has is, now Conor Ben's looking at it like, I might get 9 million, but I'm getting 9 million to fight Regis. You're offering me 15 million to fight Rowley. Regis is an easier fight. You know what I'm saying? So in
your financials,
yeah. Conor is benefiting Conor, but you also got to understand that if he's not getting paid 15 million, that's a lawsuit that's on your company. Now your company, who's just offered you 15 million, are now automatically working or operating off a loss. Now I know what Paramount's doing. You use people like Conor Ben, and if you sign somebody else to broker deals with networks, so we hear about the Sky deal. You know, that's how Oscar got his deal with DAZN. He had Canelo. He had I don't know. I think he just had Canelo at that time. He had Ryan, but Ryan was young. He had Virgil, but Virgil was young. And he used those names to broker a 5-year deal.
Yeah.
Canelo's left. Virgil's on the verge of leaving.
That's why I said DAZN was built off of, you get the AJ fights and the Canelo fights.
Yeah.
That alone, with some kind of like, the odd maybe a Jack Catterall, Josh Taylor fight, or the odd, a Crawford versus Ricky Burns or something. But like those 2 names and their next 2 or 3 fights for both of them, that is what the deal was built on for the most part, to go and get DAZN over the line. Do you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So man can't finish. Small's got playground punches. Man said playground punches. Why for top 5 pretty boy shit? This announcer always kills me. He's actually good though. I don't mind David Diamante. I think he's good. Obviously, he's white with dreads, so you know what I'm saying. That's a black mark against his name, but he's a cool guy and he knows his boxing as well. You've seen it in the interviews with us.
Yeah.
He knows his boxing.
He had a mad car accident, a bike accident a few years ago.
Does Rowley stop this Ramos guy? 100%.
Probably.
Almost certainly.
He should. But
almost certainly,
bro, Rolly's got a disabled gene to him, bro. He could also get stopped as well, bro.
Yeah, he's the 130 or 135 Dubois blood.
147, but hey,
147 Dubois. Yeah, 140. Yeah. Why does it seem like Bosie's fights are always losing except for Boots? It's just at the moment. It's just him and Andy Cruz.
Yeah, oh yeah, Andy Cruz lost. Oh no, Fulton lost as well.
Yeah. I can't lie, man. Then Bosie Ennis is on fraud watch. You know.
I don't think so.
What do you mean he's on fraud watch?
I mean, the Shaki Foster and Fulton fight. I guess Fulton didn't fight well. But it is what it is.
Anyway, finished Fulton though. We see like Fulton wasn't Fulton.
Yeah, the Andy Cruz fight. Muay is a world champion, so Muay was actually the favorite going into that fight. So I think that's a bit different. And I think with this fight, I mean Smalls is a kid, so
yeah,
like I think if Boots lost, he's on fraud watch.
Yeah.
He still got Jack Catterall as well, didn't he?
Yeah, Jack Catterall's coming off a win. Boots coming off of a win. By the way, Adamas vs. Ammo Williams booked for the 21st of March. Apparently, the card is going to be so ugly for that. But yeah,
you think so?
Well, I mean, they've had to rebook it, innit?
Yeah, but that was on a ring card. Now it's a matchroom show, only a matchroom show. You know what I'm saying? It was a ring card.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, but I'm trying to think about whether or not that makes it a better card or a worse card based on the fights that's going to be there.
I hear you, but
there's now a lower budget.
Yeah, but that was an undercard, so I don't really mind that. That wasn't a main event.
Yeah, it's like when Eddie got Mickey Garcia and Canelo on DAZN, from early, but moves like that bought through enough fighters, bro. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, like, man hating Devin Haney, other than Ryan Garcia for doing drugs, man hating boxers will rarely hate, especially smaller level boxers, will never hate AJ or Canelo or Fury, because you, man, would have taken a beat. Devin's there with that thing of his.
Was it you who said that if I was Eddie, I would shout Bill Haney?
Yeah,
I think it was you who said that, innit?
100%. Better the devil you know.
Yeah,
always. And him and Bill have a good relationship. Bill's not, neither of them fucked each other over. No. Eddie wants to build Devin for Matchroom, and Bill wants Devin to be a free agent and be flexible. It's not, do you know what I mean? Like, they're both pretty. I think Eddie and Bill will have very open conversation.
I think it's very difficult not to have good business with Bill.
Yeah,
because this dude is a street dude, and he could tell he brings that. You remember you're talking about your dad, yeah, and you're talking about like your dad and the financial, like how he was like financially when he was younger and stuff. You think about that, and then you think about like some people. No matter what your dad does in life, he's always gonna have that mindset to. If your dad got a job today, and he was working,
he always moves like he's self-employed.
He's still moving like raw. He could get a job where he's earning 60 grand a week, and he's like, you know what, fam? What can I do to? You know what I'm saying? Like that's that certain man, no matter what they do, raw. That is looking stinky. Edgar Berlanga versus Eubank.
Especially if Eubank loses to Edgar Berlanga.
That's a good fight for. It's a good fight for you, Berlanga, though.
That's what I'm saying. Especially if Eubank loses to Berlanga, which I think he probably will.
Like, but
what weight is that? Would that be at?
68.
Okay, if it's at 68, it's a bit closer. If it's at 68, it might be a bit closer.
I mean, Berlanga is making 60, so
I still think Eubank loses, but I'm just saying
what
at least
Berlanga are we getting?
But what Eubank are we getting?
Oh yeah,
he's gone down to 160 twice.
But he's going up. He's going to be stronger.
I hear you, but we see what happens when people go down and go back up. You were collapsed on the scales and knocked out.
Yeah.
And now you're going up. And Berlanga can crack.
Yeah, Berlanga can punch.
So I don't know about that. But anyway.
Yeah, no, I picked Berlanga to win that, but Berlanga could lose because it's not like Belanga's that great.
Yeah. It's rare to see black UK brothers who are into boxing. You man should do a meet-up at a small London show one day. Is it rare to see you black man into boxing?
Maybe at our level, maybe. Like, obviously,
at our level.
We're doing this live stream, G. at the level of in-depthness that we're going to.
Right. Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't think it's a black thing. I just think it's a thing.
I hear what you're saying. I think UK boxing is heavily white man dominated, isn't it?
Probably.
At grassroots level, probably not. But once you start going up the levels, it then becomes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like most man that play Premier League football and come through academies probably have never had a black coach. Sunday League level, there's bare black man. Once you start going into semi, I'm not talking about players, I'm talking about coaches, the industry itself. To him, that's when you butt black man that play for academies, and it's all like, you're right, gays, what's happening, brother? Because that's the coaches, that's the culture around it. You know what I'm saying you could grow up in America and go and come from Philly and be in a black boxing culture. The UK does not have a black boxing culture. There's black boxing gyms. But overall, the two biggest promoters are Frank and Eddie. You have to deal with white man. You got to speak white man language to get through, to come through. Of course. You know what I'm saying? So, Truth Teller Maxwell says, I don't rate Boots like most people. I see him losing at 154. He could, but who do you see him losing to?
I don't.
He could lose.
I don't see anyone at 154 that can beat him still.
I was listening to Keith Thurman the other day, yeah. This brother was selling me dreams on him beating Fondora. He was selling me dreams on him.
My cousin thinks Keith Thurman wins.
He was selling. No, this is what I'm trying to explain to you. I was listening to Keith Thurman talking, yeah, and I was like, bro, you're making me believe again, bro.
Bro,
Keith, you're making me believe.
Prime Keith is all wrong for Fondora.
Yeah.
Prime Keith.
Yeah.
But we ain't seen Prime Keith in years.
About 10 years. How long's it been? 7, 8 years?
I don't even know. It's been a while.
It's been a long time, bro.
It's been a while, bro.
But Prime Keith is a problem. He's just got such a great character, man.
Yeah, bro.
Keith Thurman has got such a great character. I'm here.
I see Charlo begging for a, what's it called, innit?
What, for a Boots fight?
Yeah, begging for a Boots fight. If I'm Eddie, I'll take that fight, you know.
I was surprised that Charlo's girl's white, you know. She come up on my Instagram the other day. She was randomly, I see some girls. I clicked, obviously, just on the grid, and I clicked on it, and it was
that must be a new thing, because the gal that he had that beat up his brother's gal wasn't white. What Charlie talking about, Jamal or Jamal?
Or maybe the gal that got beat up was white.
Neither of the two girls that were fighting.
I can never tell the difference. But yeah, and then he was tagged. It's only like she was doing one of them videos. I don't know if you've seen the videos, but where it's like he's like laying on her lap and she's like playing with his hair type thing, and then the caption was something like, you know, when he's like, you know, like he's a beast in the day, but like he comes home and he's soft for his girl. Like that type of caption, something like
that. Sounds like Mal to me, because Mal's got a bit of a mental disorder.
They both do, but yeah, like I'm saying. So then I thought this thing looks familiar, bro. Do you know what I mean? And then I clicked, I see he's tagged, and it was one of the Charlos. I was like, oh, is that like a thing for real? I imagine you man a ratchet girl. I imagine you man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. When their baby mum was fighting on the Vegas streets, it was two black guys.
What are the black English man supposed to like? I think black English man like. Yeah, Shane said he knows what he was saying. You understood what DJ Mikey was saying when he said it's rare to meet.
Like, yeah, I mean, at a certain level, isn't it? Like I think, to be honest with you, I actually feel like people really underestimate. You see, people watch boxing similar to how they watch football. So someone will watch the Prem and just watch the Prem.
Yeah,
and that's it. Someone will, and for me, I'm a person. I don't watch the Liga every week. I might watch Barcelona versus Real Madrid. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna watch the Liga every week. But I'm watching boxing. This is a fight Mexican card. You know, I would watch a fight that's Inoue Nakatani's in Japan. I'm not doing that in any other sport. So I feel like people watch boxing on a basis of where they are. You know what I'm saying? That's why they watch boxing and think
that's best case scenario. The reality is, people you sent me Andrew Mentz's video talking about boxing, why he didn't like it, and me and he disagreed.
I don't even know that's his name.
Yeah, he's a stand-up comedian, so I don't follow him, but I see him on my algorithm all the time. Shout out to Andrew. But it's even worse than that. The example he gave was AJ Fury. It's not just that he watches boxing in the UK. He just watches probably AJ Fury, Chisora, maybe a Dubois. But probably not. That's
Whitaker, maybe.
No. it doesn't. I guarantee you don't know who Ben Whitaker is. He'll recognize that particular clip because that clip went viral, but he won't know who he is. If you stopped him in the street and said, "Who's Ben Whitaker?" He won't know who he is. Not unless you know someone personally. Like, man don't watch boxing, innit? Like, for me, I'm quite obsessive. If I, first of all, I boxed for many years, but also if I get into something, I like to understand it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking about, a few people have asked me to coach or manage their football teams. I thought, I don't think I'd make a good manager. I ain't got the temperament to be a manager, but I think I'd make a very good coach. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think I could do what Bozy does, but I could be in the gym giving critiques. And I think that genuinely, yeah, for what we do on this channel, I think Shane is one of the best people, like, I don't know if you want to say in the YouTube scene or in the world or whatever, and to be fair, we don't even know if Shane's the best, but a lot of men are pussies, so they just won't do this. But Shane's the best that I've seen at reading information and then, like, dissecting what it really means.
Oh, you mean in terms of, like, understand, like,
not just understanding, because you, Ade, G-Man, Simon Jordan, and Hatman could all read the same headline and understand what it means. But I don't know anybody else that's looking 2 steps ahead to think, what does this mean? What does this mean for Jack Carroll?
Yeah.
And actually, what does this mean for Eddie and Bozy?
But
what does that mean? Like, these men will just read it, like with Hatman, one of the goats of YouTube, boxing YouTube, but he'll just read and literally just read the headline. There won't be much that goes behind.
A prime example was, as I said, I genuinely feel like what the Usyk situation.
Yeah.
I genuinely feel like this is a situation where Ring Magazine.
No one else is telling you Usyk has got a relationship with Ring and he's got a relationship with these man, and as a result, his relationship is going to be severed or tarnished with this other side, and
they have all the heavyweights.
So Shane is now, when Shane's saying this early. So when it comes to Usyk fighting my man, but then the next fight being with Francis Ngannou, it's like, bro, we done told you.
Like, it's like the same thing with Saudi. When people were saying Saudi just have money and they just care about money.
This is the only YouTube channel that said, yeah, this is not going to be good. These men are going to put a load of money in, and they are more ruthless than black people. They're more ruthless than white people.
Mexicans.
They're more ruthless than Mexicans. They will want their money back tenfold.
And when the mistakes that people like Bob Arum, Oscar, and Eddie was making they were a bit too friendly. Pally. That's why if I'm Turkey, I have put a lot of money in. I'm gonna go and get a Dana because Dana's gonna make for me, I actually feel like it's borderline genius, you know.
Yeah,
actually, bro, getting something like Dana White, I don't think he could have got a better person.
A better stooge.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't think he could have got a better person, bro.
Dana White doesn't even like boxing. He's on record as not liking boxing. He's never advocated for boxing. Before Dana White was in the world of boxing or thought about making money from boxing, you've never seen Dana White on any podcast talking positively about boxing ever in his life.
And me and Nick talk about this all the time. Like, boxing is a working class sport, and as a working class, was people who come from working class backgrounds, when people are talking about like fighters, you know, people like Oscar who went to Japan, China, and made his money.
Or it's a good left hand from Vargas.
When people like go to Saudi or Ivan Tony, you might be critical because you're like, bro, you're not doing it for legacy. In boxing, we don't actually have that mindset because you actually have to go out and earn a food.
Yeah,
this is a dirty sport, bro.
Yeah,
but for me, you have to understand that these men are dog's blood. You like Don King used to give man them money, and then man them used to think, raw, Don King's overpaying me. You realize
this whole pay-per-view thing, bro, only began because boxing was so horrible and so disgusting. You couldn't put this on terrestrial TV.
Facts.
You couldn't put this on, bro. This was like OnlyFans back in the day, but it had to be behind a paywall.
Do you know how Don King got into boxing?
I've heard rumors about when he come out of jail.
Yeah, bro. Do you know this dude? Yeah, this is the only sport where a guy could go to the 2 biggest guys, and because of black pride and he was able to sell this black thing, he was like, bro, sign this, I'll pay you 5 million. There was no proof of that. He gave him 100,000 advance, and guess what? The 100,000 advance is one of those ones where if the fact doesn't happen, you get to keep the 100 grand.
Yeah.
You gave up to both of them, yeah. And now he's got both of them signed for the fight. he just sold the rights to every single television broadcast around the world, and now you got the money to pay for it.
Yeah.
So it's like a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, I'll make the money later. I'm gonna promise you. I'm gonna sell you land that I don't actually have. I'm gonna sell. It's like fucking just crowdfunded, bro.
Yeah,
It's crowdfunded it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sell you, man, this iPhone, and what you have to do is put £1 million pre-order on the phone.
Yeah,
I got £100 people to do it, so now I've got 100 million. Now we're going to build the phone.
Yeah, fact.
And send it back to you.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's business.
And in no other sport can that work. And I feel like what people fail to understand is, and I hate this because I remember hearing people say, "Oh, I hate what you done to Eddie." What you done to Eddie? I don't care about Eddie.
No.
I don't care about Eddie.
No.
I don't hate what you done to Eddie. I don't care about Eddie. I don't like if you were to ask me who do I prefer Eddie because of his character. I guess I like Eddie's character better than Conor. But in terms of, I will always be pro fighter. So I'm never gonna be pro.
Yeah, we're not against Conor making as much money as possible.
Of course not. For me, if Conor Benn's next fight is 15 million, more power to him. Now, for me, I'm actually happy with the way it's gone. If you ask me, because Eddie was trying to get him to leapfrog people like Jack Catterall and Giasov when he doesn't deserve a world title. I'm glad.
Go make money fighting stupid nonsense. Yeah.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah,
this is real boxing.
Yeah.
Yo.
Even someone like Jack Catterall's real boxer.
Jack
Catterall wants to end his career with
doing head-to-heads with Rowley, Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia in the same evening. What are we doing, bro? Man literally done a face-off with every single. But you're just a fuck, fam.
Especially when you're not even really. This ain't Mike Tyson going to see a fight, but he's really on smoke.
Literally,
he'll really throw hands in this crowd. You're just begging man for a fight.
Literally, man is supposed to see himself on Instagram tomorrow with his girl. Like,
that's what it is.
You man are kind of kinky, fam.
So for me, that's what I like about this channel. I think Shane gives us that level of insight, and for me, I think I'm one of the better sports psychology people in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
In boxing, sports psychology is a little bit easier because everything's very close up. I think I'm good at sports psychology when it comes to football, but typically when you're watching a football game,
you got a degree in psychology.
As when you're watching a football game, man, are miles away, so it's really difficult to see the intricacies. Boxing, you get a lot of access. Right?
I was going to say it's the access.
Boxing gives you so much access. It's about the individual, but do you know what I mean? I think I'm one of the best.
And a lot of people have to sell their personality. In football, you don't have to sell your personality.
People support a team, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? And in this, a lot of people do support their team in this because man just support black fighters or Latin fighters or whatever. But it's a great right hand from Quintana. Vargas is obviously the more technical, or just the sharper. I mean, Quintana's not super sharp.
This is again a great display of why I can't be pro Eddie.
Yeah.
In any situation, because Eddie, I don't need to be pro Eddie. I don't even actually need to be pro Nick. Because if you're good at what you do, your work speaks for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? In a weird way, I'm not pro Benavidez. I'm not pro Bivol.
No,
I'm not pro.
If I have to make a gamble.
When Benavidez and Beterbiev and Bivol was fighting, you might have someone you might like more, but at the end of the day, your skill has to win you the fight.
But not just that. Who's a fighter you really like as a person?
Crawford.
Cool. Can Crawford beat Bivol?
No.
So when we said Crawford is going to beat Canelo, we had Mexicans commenting saying, all you black people stick together. My brother, let me just let you know, this ain't America.
Literally.
This ain't America. Man ain't just picking a black man just because I'm picking a black man. Crawford won and it was comfortable. And we could see that Canelo's legs were going or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? And the win is impressive because it's gone up 2 weight classes, but maybe it's been slightly the win's been slightly exaggerated.
Especially Skull just got knocked out.
Bro. But that win, if we're being really honest, this is again what we're going to say. The thing is with a lot of man on YouTube or just the boxing industry in general, they all make money. And so they want the boxing industry to be as buoyant as possible.
Yeah, that's a
They
good
want
point.
Crawford to be seen as so amazing so that the next time he fights, there's even more money to extract. We don't make no money.
Yeah.
So as fun as it is, Crawford did an amazing thing. But if we're being really honest, we knew that Canelo was finished.
Yeah.
He had no legs. He can't move. And he's fighting someone that's a mover and a good technical, but we're saying this stuff. So I can read the psychology of the fighters, and Shane can give us the background of why these fights are happening. And when you put these two things together, typically we're going to get some type of information. Because we said before, who was it that took a fight that they didn't even want to take? And we said, bro, this person's been forced into this situation.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
I can't remember who it was, but because of my reading of the psychology of the situation, and Shane, it might have even been Canelo fighting Crawford, and Shane's reading of the business side, we said, bro, this
was
guy,
a big fight, though.
They were trying to play it out like, what a warrior taking this fight. This motherfucker had nowhere else to go. You got this industry, football does it all the time. Football fans do it to each other, but this industry will pull the wool over your eyes if your eyes aren't open.
Trust
You know
me.
what I'm saying?
What's the comments?
No, it's Bosey's corner instructions. I said this from Boots Karen. One, when he's telling Boots, just go and stop him. And then in the big fight, some of his instructions have been poor.
I mean, I've seen, I mean, I remember it was in the Andy Cruz fight, his corner instructions was good. And in the Jack Catterall fight, we both watched that fight and we were live for that fight and his instructions were good. I think sometimes people are just unfair in it. It's like recency bias. I remember when Derek James was the best in the game, then all of a sudden he was shit.
The better you are, the more attention you get, and then the more micro-analyzing people do.
Yeah,
when you do the micro-analyzing people,
I think the only person,
but it starts with people immortalizing you in the first place.
I mean, do you remember when Robert Garcia was with AJ and then people questioning Robert Garcia? Like, bro, sometimes
multiple world
champions. Yeah, literally, like I just feel like sometimes people just need to be like just let common sense prevail.
But they can't, because they're not. A lot of boxing people, a lot of boxing fans are not coming into the story from the first chapter.
I get what
they're
you mean.
reading the story from chapter 4.
Facts.
So if you didn't know Robert Garcia before AJ, and then you're saying, who's Robert Garcia? Now you're reading backwards, trying to see who Robert Garcia is. It doesn't make sense. But in boxing, we over-immortalize people. Do you know what I mean? Man think that... I said on one of our shows, Mike Tyson, in his heyday, could have got knocked out in the street. Man in the comments were... Man attacking me in the comments. You man really think that because man win boxing matches, the baddest man on the planet. Are you fucking on crack? Go outside. Man gets stabbed and shot every day, you know. Literally. Do you know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson said himself he used to fight in jail. They said, did you win every fight? And he said, no. These are just random niggas in jail. Yes, do you know what I'm saying? This isn't boxing. They're good at boxing. That does not translate to outside. There's man that I would piece in a boxing match that I can't beat up on the street.
But that's why. In fact, let me go through these comments. Let's go through the comments.
But to give credit and context, the opposition have been title worthy too, so it's not Tio's that bad.
Comparing Bowlesy
to
Tio's that is
disrespectful. Belanga ain't gonna be the same.
Wait, I don't know.
Belanga's not gonna be the same yet after Eubank got comprehensively beaten by Ben.
I don't know if Eubank's gonna be the same.
I don't even know if Eubank got comprehensively beaten by Ben though. He was dead. He was out on his feet. We saw the MMA guy collapse walking off the scales. Eubank was half a pound away from that. I think that is actually what Conor Benn was fighting. So like, I can't really give Ben too much credit. He was fighting a corpse, in my opinion. What I meant is you mainly see casuals with casual knowledge. Your content and knowledge is advanced. If I asked my boxing friends about this card tonight, they would not know. One of my boys never heard of Callum Simpson, and he says he knows boxing. So your in-depth content and knowledge is rare to see. I appreciate that, my bro. I appreciate that. Reading between the lines. Yeah, Shane's always reading between the lines for sure. My first time watching Vargas.
You know, Vargas has been talked about for years because he was one of those. I know why they're saying the pretty boy thing. He was supposed to be one, but for me,
Ryan Garcia,
good.
He throws that Ryan Garcia left hook right there.
The issue that you have with Latin fighters is they got a conveyor belt of talent, bro. Like Mexico, Puerto Rico,
the Mexican Latin man fight. Like Caribbean man wine blood. It's a cultural thing, blood.
Yeah, literally.
That's honestly.
Like it's just it's a good point. Like every other week there's a new dance or a reggae singer. Every other week, man. You're gonna be able to keep up.
In the Caribbean, I watched the whole video. I think I sent it to you about is whining cheating. I just one of those quick videos. And
you got a video on that OnlyFacts extra.
Most people saying no.
Yeah,
what I mean, and most people said no, and some gal were like 1 or 2 is cool. Some people said a fast wine is okay, but a slow wine, I'm drawing the line there. But generally
a front wine, that's
see, everyone had some type of situation. I said to Alice, I grew up seeing people I knew that's cousins whining.
No, I never saw that.
I see cousins.
I've seen cousins. But I have seen. I've been to parties. Me personally, I've been to parties where I've danced, you know where it starts in Jamaican Caribbean culture, where girls, even if they have their man, they will dance with like
An X-Man.
a next man.
Yeah.
And it might be a man that don't get no gal, but just to
That's a sympathy wine. Yeah.
sympathy wine.
Like girl will dance on a police officer.
Yeah.
Girl like to flaunt their sexuality.
Yeah,
I see a video earlier, I think I sent it to you, of some old 60, 70-year-old white man. And the girl will wind up their batty on it. So that's not a threat.
Yeah.
It's not that. Whereas if my girl come and whine on you,
Yeah.
you might be looking at me like,
that's where you got to understand the context. So a lot of the whining, that's how it happens. Like for me, I remember I went to a party. This was like last year. I went to a party. My cousin was the DJ, or my cousin was DJing, and the girl's like, "Bruv, can you get him to play this tune?" But I get him to play this tune. You know what that means?
You got.
And she's like, "Bruh," she's like, "Bruh, my man say," I'm like, "Bro, I didn't ask you that."
Yeah. Toxic.
And I still ended up dancing, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't do like a lift up thing because your man's here, innit? But you know what I'm saying?
100% you man are on the level of Sean Zittel, Ade, and Radio Raheem when it comes to boxing knowledge.
Shout out to Radio Raheem. Obviously, he was at seconds out when I was at seconds out. So shout out to Radio Raheem.
Behind it, you man just growing on that level was them. Appreciate
what's his name? What did he say? Ade. Shout out to Ade as well. Ade's cool. I think they're very different to us though. I think you have to understand that these guys
anyone who works for a big company is not going to do what we do.
I think the closest person closest people you'll find to what we have is probably the boxing voice. But I still feel like they've
got a blind spot though, because they're not attached to a company, which is why they're free, but they are attached to a community.
Yeah.
So they have rose-tinted glasses towards their team.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
We don't represent any.
The thing where I'll say the boxing voice, they still rely a lot on relationships.
Yeah.
Whereas we don't, but they still, even though they rely on relationships, they are quite transparent. They are quite real. But I'll probably say that
if it's a Black American fighting anyone that's not a Black American, we know what the boxing voice is doing.
Yeah.
So, but shout out to them, man. Like, that's not even hate. That's just like they're man are funny. Didn't Don King falsify fighter records in the 70s? I didn't know that, but probably
he probably did. But this nigga done anything.
You could tell me that he flew the rockets over Dubai, and I believe you. Like everything.
This guy might be on the Epstein file.
100. They said no niggas. They didn't let.
Oh, swear.
Yeah, they put in the files. No black people allowed.
So how's Michael Jackson on it?
Michael Jackson's not in the Epstein file.
Has he not?
No. It's like a big thing that Michael Jackson's not in the Epstein file.
So I wonder who was. So there's literally no black people in it.
There is. Jay-Z's in it. There's some black people in it. I was taking the piss with the Don King thing, but they said when it comes to the kids thing, I think they said there was a couple of racist emails said like no niggas allowed or something like that.
Oh, sir.
It's calm.
I'm glad still.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we're
working in our favor.
We don't want to be there. Conor Ben hid behind eggs after he failed a drugs test, so why man surprised? Exactly, bro. Man's got no. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the world we live in, innit? Like if Conor Ben cheats on his gal, man are gonna act surprised. But we don't see this brother cheat in a boxing match, so. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't cheating on his gal, fam. Them man, they don't look like they were getting gal before they got money, fam. And I don't understand that. Because for me, if my dad's Nigel Benn, you know what, bruv? I'm getting every white gal in the world, bruv.
I hear you. Funniest duo for sure as well. Appreciate that. Ben made the best decision of his career. If we look at his record, excluding Eubank fight, this is the type of fight you would see him in next.
I actually agree.
Yeah, 100%.
I actually agree with that.
Ben is a business boxer. Is very calculated and choosing.
I think a lot of people got obsessed, twanged. That's the right word. Twanged with the fact that they thought this guy was some world level fighter. This is the level he's supposed to be fighting at.
It's not just that. This is the thing with boxing. It's you can pass on a twanging. Are you following me or not?
Yeah.
Some of you man got twanged originally by Eubank. You got twanged by Eubank. Because man, I've never thought Eubank was an elite fighter ever. He's never been great.
Yeah,
his best fights have been losses. To me, he's no different to Yard at a lower level. Athletically gifted, looks great on the scales, but fell short at world level. You lost to Smith, you lost to Groves, and you beat.
I lost to Saunders.
Lost to Saunders, and you beat an old, washed up De Gea.
Yeah.
That's really it. Then you've beat Liam Smith in great fashion, a finished Liam Smith, and then you fight Ben. You ain't got no great, but because man held him to a level that's higher than what he should have been held to, people don't call him for him versus Khan. People calling for him versus Canelo. There was a time people were telling me Canelo was ducking Eubank. Canelo's ducking Eubank.
And Golovkin and that. I remember you.
Golovkin.
Golovkin.
Do you know what I'm saying? All that kind. So you've not fought any world level fighters that aren't British. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but you be in America in the Mayweather gym in the training camp. But did you fight anyone from them gyms? Did you fight anyone? Did you fight any of these guys? But I was in America and I did it. The British public got twanged by Eubank, and when Eubank was coming towards the end of his career, Ben saw the Eubank model and used the twanging that Eubank did to twang the public again. Just taking it.
I don't know.
Only light skin man.
Has there ever been a mixed race elite fighter? Andre Ward. Has there been ever a mixed race elite fighter in the UK? If you're a light skin or mixed race, bro, I'm not sure.
Is Ward mixed race though?
Yeah, he's mixed.
His mum's
white.
Probably
the exception to the rule, innit?
But if you're mixed race, lad, you're a mixed race man. Yeah, a lot of them put their their fighting skills into fighting their history, blood, and their DNA. You know what I'm saying that's what it is, blood. You know, them internal struggles and that.
Literally,
them split loyalties, blood. I sent my boy who's mixed race some banter today on Instagram. He's like, "Oh, when it's me, you send me banter, but when it's black people, you send them videos about generational wealth and that. Like, why am I left out?"
You know what's so funny, yeah? I'll never forget, bro. Nick says some funny shit, bro. For me, one of the funniest ones was the Errol Spence one, bro. When you said this guy needs to emancipate himself from mental slavery.
Bro, it's facts. It's facts. It's facts, bro.
It's so funny.
I got a question. What world level boxers do you think have casual? What world level boxers do you think have casual boxing knowledge?
90% of them.
Loads.
90%. Loads. I don't think boxers actually like boxing outside of themselves. You have to understand it's a very insular individual sport. So most of the time focus on yourself. You think about people that a lot of the elite level fighters don't actually make good coaches or good pundits.
Same as football.
Like you look at someone like Sean Porter, he is a great pundit, but he wasn't an elite level fighter. He's a good fighter, but he wasn't an elite fighter. I don't think Crawford makes a great pundit.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
He's too good.
Roy Jones Jr. doesn't make a great coach. Do you know what I'm saying? These guys don't.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Bro, I hope they show some. See, this is the thing, yeah, bruv. You see Sugar Nunez, bro. I need people to understand. If you've never seen this dude fight before, this dude is one of the most powerful guys I've ever seen at 130. This dude is powerful, bro. Bro, I'm not talking about no I'm not talking about no cumulative. I'm talking about he's got one punch and you might not even wake up. Like, bro, what this guy can do is different. So, bruv, this fight, Navarrete and Sugar Nunez is gonna be a mad thing, fam. I have to show you his knockout. I have to show you his knockout in his last fight.
Nunez is gonna stop him. Mali saying Ade has to watch what he says. I don't blame him. I would protect the bag too.
Look at this knockout. Look at this knockout, Nick. Look at this knockout. This is the world title fight.
Oh, my man looked like Margarito as well.
You see that body shot he felt, and then over is just bro. Sugar Nunez is different. So it's like a cumulative pressure from Navarrete versus the single punch power of Nunez.
K Rose says he's got Navarrete in this fight. That was awkward to deal with.
Very true. Very true. He can overwhelm you, outwork you.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I did notice straight away in that knockout is he's creeping forwards to line up the shot. But there's not a lot of fighting happening.
Yeah, facts.
So he's putting all that energy. Quintana's given a good account of himself from what I've seen, obviously, when talking to you guys and stuff like that. But, you know, it looks like Vargas is winning, but he's not having it all his own way.
You know what you don't need to do, yeah? You don't need to shout out. All of these guys that you mentioned, yeah? Go to them and say, yo, you ever watch
OnlyFacts, bro? Facts.
Reach out to these men on our behalf, bro. Because levels, when we make it, you look and say, you look, we're here first. My bro, yeah, like, you could have offered me like a
Normally, you come into this house every week.
I don't want anything.
In fact, I don't care what you want, what you don't want. Shane comes into this house twice a week and never asks to be offered nothing. He just goes into my cupboard, takes whatever he wants, just starts eating it. I've got my nice expensive Lindt chocolates. He just starts eating.
I have to answer this phone. Hello? Hello? Oh, what on? I have to phone you back still. My mama, I'm not even at home. Alright, cool. No, that's my cousin still.
Which gal is phoning you? 4 o'clock in the morning, gal is phoning you, know. You gonna like that?
4 o'clock.
Yeah,
I live in the gal.
Yeah, said I'm outside. He said, no, man.
Well, Quinton's actually fighting well.
Yeah, Shane comes in the house and just eats everything.
The cake looks nice though.
It's stale, though.
Stale. How long you had it for?
It's not. It's in date, but I don't wrap it up properly. You know, when I bust the plastic, I don't wrap it up properly. But yeah,
you know what you could do? Put it in the microwave for like 7 seconds.
For that.
You know what I'm saying.
But yeah, let the man know. OnlyFacts Sports, brother. Here, I just clocked this other youth, Argentinian, and need him to get laid out.
Fam, I guess you lot watched the history of Argentina this week still.
Manny's man in a minute. He probably knows already, bro.
Fam,
Nunez is a problem. Giovanni said.
Nah, you can crack, fam.
Taking the micro just to soften it. 5 seconds just to soften it.
Just 5 seconds.
Just to soften it.
Not no like minute.
I bust the plastic on it. It's been sitting on the table. But
man, he thinks I'm cooking minute rice, fam.
Uncle Ben's and that.
Trust me. You ever eat minute rice when you like growing up? Because I actually never ate minute rice until I was like big, you know.
Yeah, probably the same to be honest. Yeah, probably as I got older.
You man hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and then
getting a call at 4 a.m. is mad suspicious. It's not. It's not if it's Shane. Shane's phone be going off at all times, bro. All times, bro. I can't stand it, bro. Shane and his people are different, you know.
Yeah, trust me.
Them man are proper Jamaican.
Yeah.
Look, but if my phone goes off at 3 in the morning, someone half it dead, you know. Someone half it dead, you know.
Man's calling me at 3:50.
You know, it's Shane's close to his family, innit? So they'll call him and they all do different whatever.
And also, you got to bear in mind that it's one of those ones where, like, bro, when I used to do certain stuff, yeah, not illegal stuff like gal stuff, yeah, and I needed to go home. And let's say I left my key in the yard, I'll just call my cousin about, yo, I don't need to chill out your yard today, you know.
You're not in harsh enough. This is why I know Shane grew up middle class, man.
Right.
That's what you call your cousin for.
I need a place to sleep, bro. I remember one time I was linking a girl in Central, and this is the first time I realized that, bruv.
These men are so Tottenham, man. But go on, I'm listening.
I was
my sister about you earlier.
It was at 2 a.m, bruv. Man had to take a bus to Wood Green because I didn't know that you couldn't take trains back from these sides. You know what I'm saying?
That is why I said they're so North London.
Bro,
I was telling her about when you called me and I was like Tower Hamlets. She was like, what? Tower Hamlets? I was like, yeah. I was like, bro, it's Shane, innit?
What did I say?
You called me, you're your cousins. You're like, yo, we got a motive, but we're looking for an after motive or pre-motive. You're like, what's about in Tower Hamlets? I was like, bro, Tower Hamlets is a borough, blood. It's not an area. You guys ask me what's in Tower Hamlets. Tower Hamlets is anywhere from Liverpool Street. No. Tower Hamlets anywhere from Shoreditch. Anywhere from Shoreditch to like Greenwich. That's all Tower Hamlets. Like, man can't call you and say, yo, what's the motive in Haringey? That doesn't make sense, bro. You gotta narrow it down. Where you going? Tottenham, Wood Green, where you going?
I heard you.
Just tell me Haringey. But it's different. I'm from West, innit? So all our boroughs are areas. You got what I mean? You got Hammersmith.
Ealing the borough, innit?
Ealing, Hounslow, Harrow, they're all boroughs. Hammersmith and Fulham is a borough.
Acton isn't.
No.
But where's Acton? What borough is that in Ealing?
It's either in Ealing or I think it must be the Ealing borough. Yeah. Acton Town's
right. You live in Acton at any stage?
In South Acton Estate. And North Acton Estate.
What? During like your
different times, yeah.
I was gonna say like when you wasn't with your parents.
Mm-hmm. Actually, when I was in North Acton, I was living with my cousin.
Okay.
Yeah, I was living with my cousin there for a bit. He still lives there. Shout out to my cousin Aaron. But yeah, man's yeah.
Bro, you've been a flipping gypsy blood.
I'm from everywhere. In West, I'm from everywhere, bro. I've lived in West alone. I've lived in Latimer Road, which is next to Lambert Grove. I'm thinking of the city outwards. Lived in West Ealing, W13. Lived in Ealing Common for a bit, W5. Lived in Southampton, W3. Lived in Northampton. Lived in Feltham, TW14. Hounslow, TW5. Isleworth, TW7.
Right.
These places I've lived.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like North, obviously, I'm born and raised in Norfolk. UB5. That's an Uxbridge postcode.
Yeah,
UB5.
yeah.
My dad and my grandma from Greenford, which is next town over.
Southall?
UB6. I've never lived in Southall. My first job was in Southall. My mum and that's from Southall.
Yeah, I
So
would have thought so.
Yeah.
They got
And West
England
Indians,
over
yeah.
there, innit?
So that's Southall. So yeah, anywhere west, all over west is like I've lived there. Ever.
I hear that.
This man's about still. Have to admit, Quintana is doing decent.
Yeah, bro. Two of the prospects on this undercard is getting a baptism today, bro. That man should have went church.
What's my man doing with the curls, bro?
What's the black brother doing there? This man's just looking. What's he doing?
He's just a doctor, innit?
But he's inspecting like he's doing a prostate exam.
Man, look like Malcolm Warner, blood. He just inspects like he's doing a prostate. See, that's I don't want to hear about that right now, blood. Prostate exams.
You like that little right thing?
I had a little glance, you know. I had a glance still. I'll check that later. The Latinos hate Devin. The whole arena booed him.
Yeah, that's cool though.
I live in Southall. Traffic crazy. Shout out to Southall. Shout out to you, my bro. You know what I'm saying?
From Southall, yeah?
Yeah, man. Go get your... I used to work in Ace Cuts. If you know Ace Cuts on Norwood Green, that's my first ever job when I was 13, 14.
It's a barbershop.
Sweep up the floor, clean the mirrors, clean the windows.
Whose barbershop was that? Your cousin's?
Nah, it's a Lebanese guy, but he knows my dad.
The first job I had. I don't even know the first job I had. Like proper job. I can't even remember. I've worked in so many places.
Proper Muslim, yeah. Like I was there to be like disciplined.
Shout out to all the Muslim brothers who's celebrating
Ramadan right now. Yeah, facts. Yeah, man might be up. Their man might be up for their meal these times.
I swear.
Because they can't eat during sunlight. They have to wake up early, eat before the sun, and then they fast for the day.
I could easily do that, you know.
Yeah, you don't fucking eat no food anyway. Man, like Marga, man, blood.
Easily do that, bro. Like, fasting even the thing they should be fasting pum. That would be the hardest thing to fast.
My first ever job, I got sacked in my probation period. My brother, it happens, bro. It's happened to me. It happened to my little brother at 2 jobs. It's happened to me at a couple jobs. It happens, bro. You know what I'm saying? It happens, man.
I understand. I've never been fired in probation, but I know what you mean still.
Have you ever not passed the probation?
No.
Oh.
But in saying that,
he's a good youth, though.
No, I'm saying that I haven't had many jobs where I've had probation.
Quintana was down, but no knockdown. Quintana cuts quite easily. I know Vargas is a good fighter, but he was cut on his right side, and now he's cut on his left eye.
I've had jobs where I've not got the job through the induction, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm so curious to see what you're like at your company.
It's quite reserved, you know.
I can imagine, yeah, but I'm just still curious.
Quite reserved. There's people talk to me like I built like a decent reputation in the sense that people will talk to me and it'll be calm, but I don't really talk that much. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if they watch any of our videos,
good. Like, here we go now. Quintana could be in some problems.
See, this is the difference between what Vargas is doing now and what Smalls was doing. When he was losing the fight, he went and go and get it. Sometimes you gotta go and get it, bro.
But it's more of that, to be fair, that goes against it's another good shot. And Quintana in these exchanges is shipping some really, really big shots.
You see,
and also they just don't look good. You see Quintana, yeah. He don't look. Some man they look okay when they get hit. He don't look good when he gets hit.
For me, boxing, I say this all the time, bro. And this is a guy, a person. Whenever I used to box, I used to box off the back foot. For me, you have to hold your feet before your opponent makes you hold your feet.
Yeah.
Because if your opponent makes you hold your feet, you ain't got no chance.
Yeah.
So if you realize what you're throwing ain't landing and he ain't getting this guy to go backwards, at some stage you're gonna have to hold your feet. Because if he makes you hold your feet, the writing's on the wall.
Yeah. I think that this is close to his natural style than obviously Smalls is natural.
But it's boxing, bro. You have to sometimes you have to just say F it. Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to say it, bro. Bun it. Let's have it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? There was times in the Beterbiev Bivol fight where Bivol had to hold his feet, blood.
Yeah.
You can't just keep moving, bro.
Yeah.
Like if me and you were to spar, I'm gonna move for most of the time.
Yeah.
But once I realized that, bro, you ain't going anywhere. I have to do something.
Yeah.
I have to do something, bro.
And you have to throw while you move because you're going to move faster than me, and I'm going to try and stalk you with my ploddy Canelo-esque type of footwork. But you need to land five tippy tappy punches for me to land one shot.
Look,
because while you're moving, if you just move and you just move and move and move, but I clock you with one wham, I've won the round. And then you now have to really win back the hearts and minds.
That's why for me, bro, I'm like, if I'm gonna get knocked out, and I can feel I'm gonna get knocked out, I have to get knocked out going forward.
The referee is having a look at Quintana because there is serious bruising
and cuts.
And like I say, he was cut over the right eye and cheek was cut early. Now both eyebrows are cut, and I really hate cuts on the eyebrow. The doctor
caked his face with Vaseline. He looks like a glazed donut right now.
I was gonna say something else, but fair.
You was gonna say?
I don't know, man. That's just me.
Looking like Krispy Kreme's donut right now. If I'm Vargas, blood, I am fighting, throwing. Good body shot.
Vargas got that old Ryan Garcia style.
I actually think defensively he's better than Ryan Garcia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's cheeky. That was cheeky.
It definitely was.
Especially because we know he's got the cuts. Yeah, he's just kind of done a headbutt or a head kind of drag. But I think what he's trying to do.
Careful.
I think what he's trying to do is pull some of that Vaseline off of his eye. I thought he would get a point deducted for that.
That was a good jab to the body.
I think he should have actually. The ref has seen it enough to say, hey, and pull them apart. But still, he didn't even give Vargas a warning or anything. The ref obviously knows Vargas is going to win this fight in due time, but even still, should have been maybe at least a final warning. Vargas looking for singles now, but his success doesn't come from singles. His success has come from flurries. Do you know what I'm saying? So, see, even there, he tried to get his head in a little bit when he pulled him away.
I didn't even know that this guy was signed to Eddie Hearn. I knew he was on the zone. I don't know why I always thought it was with.
Well, there we go. That's it.
Oscar.
You get much better success throwing 2, 3s, and 4s. When you throw them flurries, you get that success because his hands are so fast. But he ain't got the power or the shot selection really to let off the singles. He wants that single, but he ain't really got that. Vargas' output just starting to slow down, and again, he's just putting too much energy into them singles.
I feel like he's just trying to really beat him up. You know them way they just beat him up.
But every time he throws a single, it's very rare that he throws a single and it's. I think he thinks his opponent's ready to go. Let me hit him with a single, but he gets big success from throwing them flurries.
I think it's more of a mechanical thing.
Yeah,
that was a good shot.
That was a good shot.
Because one thing I'll say about Vargas is he punches to what he sees.
Yeah.
Like you can literally look, he's not just throwing shit on the wall and seeing what sticks. Look at that body shot. He's punching to what he's seeing. You know what I'm saying? Again. Like he's not just punching. Like you can tell his eyes and his hands are working in great coordination.
They might retire this guy in the corner. I know you don't like that, and you said there's only one round left. But for me,
I mean, at this stage you can because he's got no chance of winning.
Yeah.
Oh, he tried.
Nah, you can't. I'll buff both your cheeks and buff your eyes. You can't scream. You can't Ric Flair scream at me, blood. The doctor's about to call off the fight on your behalf.
Yeah, no,
you can't woo in my face, blood.
Yeah, wave this fight off, bro. It's not necessary beating at this stage, innit? Like, I know there's one round left, but bro, yeah, they're waving the fight off. They're saying don't stop it, but he's saying gonna stop it. It's gonna be a what's it called? My man's face is looking like Cotto's face against Margarito, blood. Remember when Corrales beat up his corner man for stopping the fight? Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, it's right decision.
Yeah.
Bro, my man's beating up. My man's going mad. I don't. I understand it, innit? He's a warrior, innit? But, bro, you got to save man for themselves. Chris Mannix is I was going to call him a word, but I don't want to get cancelled. Look at them two, you know what? Yeah? Yo, man, I need to go over to Mexico.
You said you didn't see no things the last time, though.
I didn't, but them things are decent still. You know, I already told you, I don't really like Latin things, you know, in terms of performance in the bedroom, bro. Their performance has been quite tame.
Yeah, I mean, Latin women are famously like aggressive, innit? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Yours is, yeah. They're like just as they're known as very not sexually, very fiery women. But I feel like in Latin American countries, the women are more fiery than the men, and I think that maybe because they deal with them man that are not as
seen.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's probably a different type of experience, especially the way that you like to fucking move. But But I think first and foremost, before the bedroom, I just think some of them are so crisp.
No, they're crisp.
Some of them are so crisp. It just don't even matter.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you and say they don't look crisp. They're crisp.
I got even Mendes or something. She can't be bad.
But why do you think I did it? Because I know these things are slapping. But I'm just saying the performance was poor, bro.
You gotta have the right dance partner, innit? But you know what I mean? Got to take responsibility for that a little bit as well.
Most of the time, the problems that I had is you just get like, for me, I didn't. It wasn't like wow. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they looked like a wow, but they weren't.
But you got to do it though, innit? You know what I'm saying? You got to do it.
Yeah, fam.
You know what I'm saying? You got to make them. You got to make them work. You know what I'm saying?
Some girls are lazy, you know.
Well, you got to make them work though.
You can't make a girl work. You got to make her work. You got to work them, but you can't make them work. You can make them. I'll work them.
You can make a girl work.
But no, some girls are lazy, bro.
No, I hate you. If there's a girl that's lazy, but she's proper Chris, I do a lot of work anyway, so that don't really. You know what I'm saying? That could work. That could work for me though. That could. It might not be. You might not be top tier. You might be the second girl I call when the first girl don't answer, but that could still work.
Like when the prettiest girl I've ever been with was a Latin mix, yeah, and she was pretty like money, but she just didn't work, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Like she just did not work. Like
some girls that think they're buff don't think they have to, innit?
That's the problem. And I'm like, bro, like you gotta understand, like when you're dealing with Caribbean men, yeah, we deal with like pom pom like it's a sport, bro. You gotta respect the craft, fam.
Yeah.
You can't go. We don't play this thing, bro. You gotta respect the craft, bro.
You might not be warming her up.
Maybe I don't yam pom pom, so that might.
I'm just going straight to. It's Latin man eat fish tacos and everything, isn't it?
I remember I do a lot of like. No, but I feel like that was a warm up thing. I felt like I warmed. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't, bro. Maybe
she wants to be warmed up, innit?
I don't know, bro.
She's working, instead of job. You're just a number. They can let you go at any minute if you underperform, bro. What a name, bro, for that comment, blood. Forever working, you know. But if you build something from the ground up, it may be harder, but you'll see more success once you make the right moves back.
Yeah, telling them ABC 1, 2, 3 business advice. I respect it still. Forever working. Man like you. Still hit the like button, subscribe button.
Yeah. Mali is stopped, bro. They did get stopped.
You know, there's some Latin women here that are mad pale.
Yeah. Shakira's on that.
Nah, bro. I mean, like, they almost
white and ginger. Like Canelo.
But no, not ginger.
Yeah, like Canelo. Yeah. Because Canelo's pale, you know.
Pale. Proper pale. But I would say Canelo's white, though.
Yeah, he is. But he's Latin as well. White and Latin are synonymous. Remember, you're using an Americanized Latin, like Latin America, but Latin.
No, you're right. You're right.
I mean, so Latin starts with white, and then
of course, because I'm like, what's PK? Is he not white?
Yeah, 100%. Them are white. Poyo and that.
Yeah. They just got a little bit of dark tan to them because they were dealing with the Moors for too long.
And we're working in the sun.
Well, working in the sun ain't turning them Irish man to no tan, bro.
No, not Irish man. Good fight still. Main event lands soon. Yeah, 100%, bro. Main event. I don't even know how long it's gonna go on for, blood, but I don't know what it is about Chris Mannix and that half smile he does. Yeah, but his face annoys me, bro.
Yeah, he's
got spiky hair. Like his hair styled like he's 22, but he looks like he's 50. Do you know what I'm saying?
I just don't rate Chris Mannix in general, bro. He's just a little. I just don't like this dude, bro.
See Chris Mannix, yeah, he's just a fussy, bro. And not actually for a reason, but the reason you're a fussy is just because you're a fussy, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually like not even in a disrespectful fussy way. It's just, you actually are a fussy.
You're just
like saying
normal fussy.
You're just a regular fussy.
You're a regular fussy.
Yeah, it's like saying George Michael is gay. It's not even like he's not a batty man, but he's just gay, innit? Like, just saying that it's just is what it is. Like,
you're just a fussy.
You are actually just a fussy, bro.
Like literally, I don't. You're one of those guys where I'm like, you probably have zero friends, fam.
He looks like he's got Botox.
He looks like
he's actually got Botox. Look at his forehead. When he talks, his forehead and his eyebrows don't move, bro. So, bro, you're a 50-year-old man with 2012 spikes, like you're in NSYNC, and like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, look when he smiles. Yeah, this bit here wrinkles, but his forehead doesn't move.
It is.
Look. Watch this. Look at his forehead. His forehead looks porcelain.
He looks.
He's got no emotion, bro.
Bro,
what do you think about Vargas' performance?
He looks like a guy that he eats.
No, only said Chris Mannix face for the job. He's trash.
He's got raisins in his potato salad.
Oh yeah, but that's a given.
What do you say?
I say Chris Mannix just got the face for the job. He's trash. It's him and Mike Kopp in the same category of weird.
No, Mike Coppinger's just a ballad looking like a roll-on fan.
I said the same thing about Mike Coppinger as well. But when man say he's a boxing insider, you're just a guy that man feed information that might not even necessarily be true, just because that's what I want.
Are you a snitch not informed?
Yeah, bro, that's what it is.
Man's the bouncer for boxing.
Yeah, facts. What do you think of Vargas' performance anyway?
I think it was good. I think it was exactly what he needed. He got tested, he got some rounds in, but just too fresh, too skilled, and overwhelmed his opponent with his ability. I do feel like there's openings if you were to fight him moving forward, but he's in a stage in his career where he's still learning.
What is it? What are these men fighting at? 126? 130?
Yeah, I think so. Where's my phone? Oh, there it is. I'm pretty sure this is 130. No, 145. 140, sorry.
140?
These man look small for 140. Boy.
It's what you said about fighters not wanting stoppage losses, innit?
Yeah, fam.
You know what I'm saying? But you were getting battered, bruv, so.
You've been stopped twice before as well.
Yeah.
You gotta eat that, innit?
Bro, everybody loves a co-main, blood. When did this co-main thing start, blood? I feel like co-mains weren't such a thing back in the day. Now every undercard fight is a co-main.
Well, that's what it's called, isn't it? If you're the, I know it's because this fight isn't really a co-main.
That's what I'm saying, but it didn't used.
But it is a co-main.
It didn't used to be like this though. Not every fight that was under the main used to be called the co-main.
No,
this has become a thing in recent years.
I just feel like it's just to promote the show, innit? It's like terminology now. Like Pampers.
Yeah.
Pampers is diapers, but no matter what diapers you get, they call it Pampers.
I disagree.
Or Hoover.
Huggies.
Every Hoover.
Bad people say I'm getting nappies, but not I'm getting.
Alright, cool. You know.
A better example you've got
is a Hoover.
Nah. No, because you got a Dyson, you got a Henry.
No, but what do you call them?
A Hoover.
But they actually, do you know what Hoover is a brand? It's called a vacuum. Do you
A
know what I'm
vacuum
saying?
cleaner. A better example is Jacuzzi.
Why?
Jacuzzi is a brand. There are hot tubs that are not Jacuzzi.
Yeah, but that's the same thing.
Yeah.
There's vacuums that are not Hoovers. Like a Dyson.
I need to Google
a Dyson isn't a Hoover. Bro, I'm telling you, a Dyson.
See, the main event's coming up.
Look, a Hoover is a brand.
No, I'm sure Hoover is just Hoover.
Look, is a Hoover a brand? Yeah, Hoover is a prominent brand name of household appliances. So I'm saying the actual name is vacuum, bro. I'm telling you. Look, is Hoover and Dyson the same thing?
I hear you.
No, Hoover and Dyson are not the same company.
No one said anything about Dyson. I'm just saying.
You said Dyson.
I said no. You said it's the same, and I said no. Not everyone calls it Hoover. Some people say Dyson. Some people say because
you call it Dyson Hoover.
No, I hear you. But at the time, I didn't know the Hoover thing. So when you said a good example is Hoover, I thought you were going to say everyone says Dyson. I didn't know you were going to say everyone says Hoover.
Yeah. Oh.
So that's why I was like, no, because there's different. It's not just Dyson. There's other companies. But yeah, the Hoover. Yeah, everyone calls it just a Hoover. Yeah, grab me the Hoover. I'm gonna sleep like a baby after the main event, bro. Shane was sleeping. Shane dropped off the sofa. Shane was sleeping. I woke him up. He just jumped up and rolled off the sofa, blood.
If I'm a light sleeper,
yeah.
If you wake me up, bro, I jump up. I'm asleep.
Remember one time I fell asleep, yeah, when Shane was coming to do the podcast, yeah, and he buzzed. I left the door open. Man woke up from my bed, yeah. Shane's just in the room, blood. Shane's just in my right, bro.
I know, but this thing is just looking. I'm like, bro, this guy's laying down in his bed like some chichi man, fam. Look like
I'm a chichi man, just laying in my bed. This the guy like he runs in 5-star frog splashes his bed to go sleep. It's like he's dry humping the pillows. What do you mean I'm a chichi man? I'm just sleeping.
I don't even know why I said that.
It's getting to sleep now. Sleep is gay. Like, fuck it. Like, bro. Oh, T.O. and fucking them two. What a shit show that would be, bro. Yeah, that's another fassy, bro. My man, innit?
Oh.
What's his name?
Showbiz,
bro. T.O. and Showbiz is just like the what? You see T.O. and Showbiz?
Showbiz, yeah? If you guys have ever watched Roots, you ever watched Roots? You know Fiddler?
I knew you were going to say Fiddler.
Man, this guy just reminds me of Fiddler, bro. You just entertain white people, bro. This guy is just Fiddler, bro.
But watching him and T.O. talk, yeah. Do you know one thing I don't like about Americans? Shane said if he won the lottery and made big money, he'd consider moving to America, yeah. Man can never move to America, bro. Because, well, for a number of
I don't know if I live in America, but
for a number of reasons I don't like America or Americans, yeah. But these men just never say what they mean.
What do you mean?
Bro, have you spoken to Americans before?
Yeah.
I feel like in England, us anyway, I'm talking about black London British people, yeah. I can't speak for man from Yorkshire. I'm not from it. But here, yeah, it's like, bro, I could watch Showbiz and T.O. talk. And it's like, I'm trying to think of an example. They don't say what they mean, bro. They just say nothing. They just actually say nothing. But they're like ants. Americans are like ants, bro, because they don't say anything.
Man,
but they seem
Showbiz looks like it's on yay.
but like they don't say anything, but they seem to like know what each other's talking about. But I don't know how, because they ain't said anything.
Yeah, I hear what you mean.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Just a lot of talking.
They just say bare words and no information actually translates from these words. I can't, man. Do you understand what I'm trying to say or no? When you chat to Americans, services and products bring you sales, and sales generates revenue. Yo,
you know, I rate this guy. Forever working is funny. It's funny. I try to send a shot at him, yeah, and certain people will get sensitive. He just took it and turned into that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Big shout out to Forever Working, bro. I can't even lie. Big shout out to you. That's a great comment still. That tells me you got a great sense of humor.
It's so dumb. That's the dumbest thing I've laughed at all year, blood.
No, but you know why it's funny? Because of what we said before, innit?
Yeah, no, I know. So you're doing the American thing of explaining the joke. I know why it's funny. Showbiz is a jester for the amusement of Latin Americans and white people as well. Bro, the US is too artificial, man. The UK is more authentic. 100%. I was in America a few years ago, and these men are not real people. It's mad to explain. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you interview like Shakur,
Wait, you're asking me what?
Why are you stopping?
I'm still talking about Conor Ben. What? I thought he was going to interview him about something serious.
You think Chris Mannix is ever going to talk about anything serious?
This guy could interview Eddie Hearn before a fight, and he's talking about Conor Ben.
Yeah, I'd be pissed if I'm Navarrete
or Nunez. Either one of them.
Navarrete's a champion, right?
Both of them was.
Their lexical resource is highly dependent on in the moment interference.
Where's Himanshu?
That I fully.
Himanshu left the chat.
Why do you want Himanshu? Oh, to talk about cricket.
Yeah,
that's it.
He's Indian, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, India and West Indies.
And he's a big India fan as well for the cricket. But
Chelsea are playing in
Chelsea playing tomorrow
at Arsenal. You could take a double L like the Harlem rapper, or big L like the Harlem rapper. Sorry.
Hello, Cool J.
Oh, is he from Ireland?
I don't know, but when you said a double L, that's where my brain went.
Well, the rapper from New York.
But yeah, bro, the Americans see like here, yeah, Boots and Virgil are facing off, yeah, and they're not saying anything. But I feel like in America, if Boots just tried to take his hood off 4 times and couldn't do it.
Yeah, it failed.
But also, I feel like Chris Mannix is putting the microphone, but they're not saying anything. Like, I feel like now they're moving their lips, yeah, but I know they're not actually saying anything. I feel like, for example, give me like a scene or give me a scenario in life where you might chat to an American.
At the airport.
See, like with Brits, yeah, bro. You like Americans, isn't it? So it's tough to explain because you suck off American.
No, I actually don't.
You do, but it's cool. You want to pretend you don't, so that's fine. I'll support you. But like, see, like when man chat to like American girl, for example,
yeah.
Man chat to a British girl. It's like it's
so. Wait, let me hear what crap this nigga's gonna say now.
Why?
Let me hear what crap this nigga's gonna say.
He's defending Americans.
No, because you said let's talk about chatting to British girl. Go on, I want to hear what.
No, I'm just saying it's not about dropping bars. I'm just saying like I feel like we're talking with a set goal, isn't it? I mean, I want to find out where you're from, and when I'm taking you out, are you single? Like the basic information. Americans, I feel like when I've spoken to Americans, they're just saying, "Where you from? Like what? So what are you doing out here?" See, for example, yeah, in America
right now you're proving exactly.
No, because I'm tired. It's for the point. It's the
same thing you're explaining. You're moving like forever.
Hey, forever working. Explain some more basic business. Tell us the difference between turnover and profit. Hey, see that in America? See in America, you can say to a girl, "What are you doing?" And she'll say, "I'm just hanging out." You're like, "Oh, you're just hanging out." Yeah, fair enough. Like, yeah, I hear that. That's
I know what you're saying. In
Britain, if you say to a gal, "Oh, you're not from, where you from?" She's from Brixton. You say, "Oh, you're from Brixton. We did in Tottenham." She says, "Oh, just hanging out." That's not an answer. That's not actually an answer. Like,
I give you a better example. You see, if you talk to a girl from, America,
yeah,
and this has happened to me multiple times. I've actually drawn a gal in America, but they didn't realize they got drawn until later.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you an example, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be talking to a girl socially, and then I'll be like, "Yo, like, let me get your, like, It's like, "Yeah, man, let's connect."
Yeah, connect. What the fuck are you talking about? Connect? What are you talking about?
This is Wi-Fi. Let's connect. I'm like, "All right, cool, yeah." I'm taken aback because I'm like, I wonder if this girl thinks it's a business deal,
bro.
And then, like, let's say a couple days into the conversation, she realizes, "Oh, raw, this is what you're on." I'm like, "Bro, what do you think I'm on?"
One of someone I know, yeah. I'm not gonna say my brethren. He's on a chemist brethren, yeah. We banter him because he goes to America a lot, like Shane, but he's more fruity. So he goes to
Go on.
He goes to America a lot. Again, he's a man that just don't get no play. So obviously, when man don't get play in London, they go to America regular, innit? Yeah. So
yeah.
I didn't say you.
They do. You're right. They do.
So,
you're right. Go
Amsterdam. So he said the man that were bantering him, saying, "Oh, you got picked up by a man in America." And I said, "Wait, what's this all about?" He said, "Nah, I didn't get picked up by a man. What happened was the guy that was working at the reception of the hotel. We were chatting every day because this is what I'm saying. No, wait, this is what I'm saying. Wait, this is what I'm saying." And he goes, "Oh, let me take your number so when I come out to London, like we can link up and we can party sometime." And I said, "Bro, you got moved to by a man. He drew you." You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "No, like, we was out there and like," but I said, "Brother, in London, would you ever let a man stop you on the road and tell you, let me get your number, we can party sometime?" He was like, "No." I was like, "So why are you doing the American then?" Wait,
trust me.
What are we doing?
Trust me, bro. This time these men end up in Diddy parties, bro.
What are you doing, bro?
Trust me.
You know what I'm saying? I can't, like, I've tried to move to American girls before, yeah, and they just say that maybe it's my fault. Maybe I'm too rigid. Maybe I'm too rigid. I'm too boxed in, blood.
The thing is,
when you say something to me, Shane will tell you
that.
So the presenter again, isn't it? Shane,
what is she?
What is she?
Yeah,
I feel like she might be Cuban or Mexican. Shane will tell you, yeah, when I ask someone a question in life, yeah, when I ask someone a question and they don't give me an answer to that question,
that's Nick's biggest pet peeve still.
I get fucking pissed, bruv. Pissed, bruv. If I say to you, F Texer, why are you watching us on YouTube right now? And you respond with, well, the sun rises in an hour. I'm gonna get vexed. I'm actually gonna get annoyed. Like, what are you talking about? And most of the time I talk to Americans, the conversation A, B, and C doesn't flow. You have to kind of turn your brain off and do away with any expectation of the conversation flowing.
You got soul food, yeah?
Yeah.
And you got people say like they season their food with no logic. It's just feeling.
Yeah.
The American have a lot of soul conversations.
Vibes, pure vibes, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because these men just say anything. And the thing is, in certain areas, they're like boxing, they're geniuses. But when they talk about boxing, they don't sound
I hear what you
like geniuses. Like Brits are the masters, sound like geniuses at shit that they're not actually.
Yeah, facts.
Americans are the opposite. They don't sound good at stuff until they do it, and you're like, "Raw, that's actually fucking mad." That's dope.
There's that saying, there's that conversation where if Americans
F Texter, the interaction is sequentially incoherent. Exactly. But go on.
They say if Americans prioritize playing football, they'll be sick at football.
Yeah.
And people will be like, "Oh no, they wouldn't be. They probably wouldn't be. They'll be better. They obviously would be better. They'll be better." But the reason why I brought that up is because it's like when I used to hear people explain it, I'm like, bro, this is why you shouldn't talk, fam.
100%.
Because you're explaining it is sometimes someone
you're explaining it is why we don't take you seriously.
Yeah, that
you're better to say the statement, just leave it, and just be normal wrong than actually detailed wrong.
Because now you've given your exhibit A is my exhibit A.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But also, the counter argument is that a lot of other countries,
OJ Simpson to put in a glove.
A lot of other countries also don't prioritize American sports. So we don't know where America would be if everybody prioritized basketball, for example. Do you mean part of a country being good at a sport is the level of competition in said sport?
Of course,
that's just what it is. Here we go. We got the tail of the tape. WBO and IBF junior lightweight.
Yeah, 130.
What's feather?
126.
Okay, so super feather.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't even use juniors anymore.
That's why it threw me off.
Because normally they will say light welterweight, but you can't say lightweight. Do you know what I'm saying? So they have to say junior.
That's why I prefer super.
Yeah. Because you can see light.
I just said both fighters are backstage. Well, we can see they're not in the fucking ring, David. Thank you for that.
So both fighters are backstage.
Like people are leaving.
Man's giving them location settings.
Yeah.
Man's reporting to ICE.
Hey, ICE must be in force out there in Vegas right now, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's good man in there, bro.
Yo, they're about to say the both fighters are backstage. Man's giving them
report. He said they're on tag. They're coming into the ring with a tag on them, bro.
Hey, that's hilarious.
remember being in Barcelona and chatting to them American girl. I was like, bro, I was flirting with them.
American girl in Barcelona.
Yeah, because I told you my
Them girls must have paper, bro.
Yeah, they were all like almost all of them are doctors. They were all some type of doctor for the most part.
But what black things or white?
All black things. All black things.
Swear.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Some of them are buff, yeah. My boys do these big party events, innit? So
you never invited me to one of them.
Yeah, fucking. I just come home.
Oh, swear.
Yeah. I literally just. Have you not looked at my Instagram? I literally just come home. Like this is like when I first come home. Hang on. Is this like that? It's all Americans. There's not that many stats, but bro, you can listen to the music and the people then, bro. You can.
You know, American man are mad insecure around me in Jamaica. Like when I'm around like American man, when there's gal around, they're mad insecure around me still. Because I was that type of guy, yeah. You know, in school,
yeah,
where we're all playing football,
yeah.
And the moment girls start coming around, you start doing skills.
Yeah.
I was that kid. I wasn't even good at football like that, but I would do skills. I'm showing off.
Look where you are on the screen.
Cause there was gal in the building, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm even to this day,
to this day,
like Nick will tell you, yeah. Nick will bring his significant other, and then my personality just changes. Cause for me,
I've seen it do it with man's mum, blood.
Bro, trust me, bro. I love female.
I started telling about his mom she looks like his sister and all that of shit. This nigga is outrageous, but I'm just sitting there like, bro. I just stuck with a good old "it's nice to meet you." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This
fam, I was going mad.
Nigga taking a hand, twirling her around. Oh, you can't be over 21. So shut the this nigga. Shut up. Grey hair. You got a 1-inch block heel like the nurses.
Literally,
You know what I'm saying, bro? We can all see this woman's 60. I'm Brendan alone is like 40.
Literally.
And
man was like, bro, Shane's moving like a real young man.
100%. Navarrete thinks that having this little cowboy house is going to save him from getting deported. I'm one of you.
Texas Ranger.
It's like Derek Chisora when he come out in the Great Britain thing. Bro, these niggas don't care about you, Derek.
You man hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and that. Obviously, we know it's late.
Remember when Derek was getting into politics?
No.
You remember this? Derek's got a whole 2-hour video on YouTube with Nigel Farage. This is before Reform even existed.
You're lying.
We talk about UKIP and I was like, yeah, the figures of immigrants. Shut up, Derek, shut up. This is the black movie comes in. Sitting down with Derek might be more racist than ignoring him.
Why?
You picked the worst example to discuss politics. This is a sabotage.
Literally.
But in the ring now.
Did Sugar Nunez already walk to the ring?
Yeah.
Where did I miss that?
He literally, it was a small stadium, innit? Literally walked in a black robe with gold trim. He just walked in casually.
I'm actually mad excited still. I'm not even going to lie.
Hey, yo.
Pause. But I'm actually this fight's going to be entertaining. No cap. What did it say? I can't even read that. The nurses.
The Ice has the email and Dane release.
Bro.
Man, the paid extras.
What does ICE actually stand for? Immigration what?
I don't know. Are you about to get a Mexican national anthem from Roberto Carlos?
This is Roberto Carlos.
No, from the topic.
I know what you say still. I don't mind it here. Even though I don't want to hear it, but I don't mind it here. It actually makes sense.
Trump's putting his hair out right now, blood. Mexican national anthem in America. How dare you, blood? I'm gonna DM him this video.
It was immigrants. Well, it's not in Vegas, but it's immigrants who made Vegas anyway.
We're Italian immigrants.
Yeah.
One of my favorite gangsters of all time.
What, mafia?
What do you mean mafia?
The mafia.
One of my favorite individual gangsters of all time, Meyer Lansky. He's one of the people that.
Oh, is it?
Meyer Lansky is probably my favorite gangster.
No, but is it him who?
They say him and 1 or 2 other people. They used to go out there and bury bodies, innit?
Yeah.
So I think it was him and 1 or 2 other people that had the idea of this. ICE stands for Immigration Enforcement, I think. ICE and Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Got you. That sounds official, so we'll roll with it.
Yeah. Man just Googled it, so I believe he's still.
Yeah. It's fucking Mexican men white doing that.
Man's taking off his hat like he just saw a casket. I've been in Mexico 2 times still. Mexico's a lovely country.
I fucking Mexico.
Lovely country. It's a lovely country.
I'd live in Latin America, bro. I'd love
because I don't speak Spanish.
If I could speak, but obviously I would plan to speak Spanish ahead of time. I wouldn't just.
I love Mexico still, but they don't have a great black culture there. Because even the black people.
But for me, it's close enough to the Caribbean. Like living in Latin America, and there's enough of a black population that the same way that there might be a marginalized black population, there is still a black population.
No, but their black population is different. Like even look at someone like Vinicius, yeah, their black population isn't like ours. Like there's not a sense of pride in their culture.
I think that's changing. I hear you, but I think that you're coming with quite old stereotypes. I think a lot.
You might be right. I'm coming with Vinicius's girlfriends.
Yeah, it's quite old stereotype. Even like the black Italians, and I think you're right. When we were kids, I've said that was true. Man like Bauder, Keita were relaxing their hair and doing the comb over thing and bleaching their skin. Now I think it's very different. I think Moise Keane and these this new generation of black man, they're coming with a lot of black pride.
And maybe because of that the hip hop culture is now
100%. Really, yeah, being black is cool. Yeah,
like again for us, we come from the Caribbean, so we've never been one of them African man who was ashamed of their background.
100%. I was telling Cameron, I didn't know bad man were African until like 5 years ago.
I didn't even know there was Africans in this country. If you called them to Africans, call them to Africans. Like you know the worst thing is, Nick, yeah? You know West Indians, yeah? West Indians could have said that they were Jamaican, but they never did.
No. But proper West Indians, like, they don't hate Jamaica. Everyone in the Caribbean likes each other, but no war. But like, they're so proud of where they come from. Don't call me a Jamaican when I'm from Guyana.
Exactly.
Don't call me Grenadian if I'm from Trinidad.
They're closer to Jamaica and never claimed Jamaica. How are you from
Africa? Population? How are you from a whole different That's a stereotype as well.
How are you from a whole different continent claiming Caribbean, bro? It's embarrassing.
Fanboy, what's your heritage, fanboy? Are you white English or? Because he said you guys don't look African. We're not African. We're Caribbean.
We're not African. We're from the Caribbean, bro.
But I'm just curious about because of that comment. I'm curious now where he's from.
That sounds like a reform.
Samson, fanboy is cool, but it's just like
I'm joking, bro.
No, but it's facts because you like Andrew Tate. You found us through the Misfits stream. Man said earlier, DJ Mikey said earlier, I don't see a lot of black man that's into boxing like in depth. But I don't see a lot of black men that's into the influencer scene. So that's even rarer. Like, you know what I'm saying? So fanboy is defo American.
Maybe.
Fanboy, where are you from? Like location, not like specifics, because that's weird. But like, what country are you from? And what's your heritage?
You think a lot of people, not fanboy, but you think a lot of people like Andrew Tate because they don't have a dad?
I would think most people that like Andrew Tate don't have a dad because you wouldn't. If your dad was like Andrew Tate, you wouldn't need Andrew Tate because you would just have your dad.
Yeah.
But also, then he would probably be treating your mum like shit. Why? Do you know what I'm saying? If you follow that type of thought process, why would you like Andrew Tate? Do you know what I mean? It's typically, I think, people that don't have. He's from DR. Samson, shut the fuck up. But yeah, Samson said like a lot of the DR population are in denial. I've been to Dominican Republic. That's a stereotype as well.
I don't know. I've never been there before.
Basically, you know the Mino Black stereotype. Like that. I don't know why they put that on DR, but that is the case for like
most
Latin America generally in the last 20, 30, 40 years. Right. I mean, it was a lot of I'm not black. Do you know what I mean? But I've been to DR, and yeah, they're proud of their African. Not everybody, obviously, but yeah.
I know you said that about Brazil, but I don't know about that, bro.
Brazil? Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's surprising, fam.
But it's the same as here.
What?
I think that a lot of people have embraced their African heritage here more in recent years. Jamaica, the same. When we were growing up, if you called a Jamaican man an African, they'd be fuming. There's a lot more Jamaicans that embrace their African heritage.
I still don't embrace that.
Exactly.
Not that I'm ashamed of being African, but
I think a UFC fighter from DR who is heavyweight said this exact statement on camera. Yeah, I hear you, but that's one person.
Who said that?
Samson said that the biggest.
What did he say?
The Mino Black thing. But I'm like, that's one guy in it. Like,
some people are just dominant.
No, but it's the culture in it. It's where they're
from. It's actually not. It's just dance, bro. It's just dumb.
I think the same thing about religious people, but there's still a lot of religious people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the religion is different.
Why?
Because that's a belief system. You can't believe that you're not black, bro. How are you gonna believe that you're not black?
Why not?
You look in a mirror, my G.
Is it okay? But there's people that believe that Muhammad flew to the moon on a winged horse. There's no winged horses on the planet.
Do people believe that?
Yeah. People believe Jesus died and came back 3 days later.
Yeah.
But we've never seen that before. So I'm saying, like, if we're just going to go by what these people to believe in religion, you have to literally suspend the disbelief of what your eyes can physically see. So also these men seeing themselves be black and say, well, I'm not black. Depends. A lot of people put black in a very small.
But I also feel like they say they're not black from a place of disdain.
I agree with you. I'm not just, no one's arguing that. I agree. But we're just talking about what their eyes can see. When man have that's why I say it's a cultural thing where they're raised. They might look at some tiny little bit of their hair and go, well, people have a view of African and what that looks like. Height wise, body wise, hair wise, skin tone wise. They really narrow what Africa looks like to say, well, I don't look like that particular picture, therefore I can't be African. Even when Miss Brother opens his Instagram, the first story that's on his Instagram, there's his story, and then the first story it's on his Instagram is the real David Haley.
Yeah, I know, it's mad, isn't it?
It was the first story.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad.
This guy is a Devin lover, bro.
Look, right there.
There you go. Samson, what country are you from? I feel like you're Nigerian.
Why do you think that?
I think he said it previously.
Samson, you're Nigerian. Are you Nigerian who lives in Nigeria?
No, Samson's from Ends. Samson's from England.
So he's one of them Nigerians that used to be Jamaican when he was younger.
Maybe not, because I think Samson's younger than us. So that might not have been.
Fair enough. Yeah, that might not have
as much of a thing.
Your older brother, your dad was like that.
Refreshing the page every 10 seconds for fight updates. Brother, I don't know why. You're watching us on the live stream, man. We're going to tell you.
The fight ain't even started yet, man. What are you talking about? Samson, you're definitely moving like you're Nigerian.
Where's forever working?
Trust me.
Fanboy, why you never tell us where you're from?
Literally, fanboy's gone missing. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. The fight's about to start.
Shane on Instagram, yeah.
What was his name?
He said he meant Shane on Instagram.
Oh, Lord.
I'm Nigerian. I knew it. I thought he was Nigerian.
Are you Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa, or what are you?
Here we go. Round 1. Let's go.
It's go time.
It's a good amount of noise in there as well.
I can imagine. You can just tell what Navarrete is looking to do.
Good job already.
Navarrete, just being a person who naturally throws a lot more punches, naturally the bigger fighter. I always said, bro, Navarrete's style would have been the style that caused Shakur the most problems. When
DJ Mikey is also Nigerian. Samson said, I'm not old enough to be from that era of people pretending to be Jamaican.
Oh, see, now I allow you still. You're
not like Cameron then.
Probably your cousin. You know, like that caught in their wife with Movado. That story is so funny. Because I was talking bare shit and Nick was telling him, good shot from Nunez.
That's what Nunez can do. Navarrete again. It's what Shane said. Navarrete is going to overwhelm you with the volume. But every time Nunez lands,
single.
Every time Nunez lands, not just look for a single. You're going to have to reset and start again.
Literally. I think Nunez actually has an good shot from Navarrete. Nunez actually has a chance of getting a knockout as well. Navarrete has a chance of getting a knockout over Nunez as well.
Wait, DJ Mikey, we're gonna come back to this at the end of the round because you're moving crazy. Let me just take off the screen. We're gonna come back to that because this fight's actually entertaining.
I think the thing is, we know Nunez is gonna fight a very low-paced fight, looking for the big punch. Navarrete, for all his foot pressure, we haven't actually seen him throw a barrage of punches like what we would normally see.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot more stalking. But I just feel like at some stage, Nunez is going to be like, you know what, fuck this.
Yeah. He's going to have to because his style's going to mean that he loses rounds. But I wonder how much Navarrete feels like he's a volume guy, but how much he feels like if he's done enough to win the round, do I have to keep chasing the round?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've probably won this round. You landed that one shot. I probably won the round. If you're not coming forwards, then I'm good. I'm going to use my footwork to come forwards. You use your foot to go backwards. So long as you're going backwards, I'm okay.
Yeah, facts.
I've watched if Nunez lands the first big shot, then it might be a little bit different. But if Navarrete feels like he's won the first round,
maybe it's just a feel out round.
It is 100%. It's a unification world title fight. They're expecting 12 rounds of boxing. Navarrete will be anyway because he ain't expecting to stop Nunez.
He can, but I don't know if he's expecting to. Good shot. Definitely Navarrete's round.
Yeah. Yeah, Mikey said, I've never pretended to be Jamaican. I always said I'm half Trini to style it out. So, but why are you styling out being Nigerian? What's to be styled out?
So he's saying he's hot. So is he actually Trini?
No, he's Nigerian. That wouldn't be a style out then.
What is he talking about?
That's what I'm saying. So it doesn't. What you're saying,
you're still running away from.
You're still running away from your heritage, regardless.
Man sold us to the white man to just become like us. It's mad.
Truth Teller Maxwell said that era of pretending to be Jamaican, I feel like, was a London only thing. Definitely not. Pretty worse. The black people up north probably said they're born and raised in Sheffield and have always been from Sheffield, blood. You know what I'm saying? They're doing the mean or black as well, blood.
Literally, they might have been trying to move like some English Aboriginal.
I'm the opposite. Most people just automatically assume I'm Jamaican because I'm light. Oh, you're one of them light. But the Nigerians don't have the same features as Jamaicans.
Yeah, that's very.
And there's not that many light-skinned Jamaicans.
So that means you didn't correct them.
Nah, I think you probably did. I think you probably did. We're going into round 2. You might keep the comments coming. Put the likes on the video as well. You know what it is already. We're going to be live tomorrow for Arsenal versus Chelsea. Let's wrap this title up, man. Into round 2.
Yeah.
Which boxing analysts do you listen to and rate? We're going to think about this while we're in round 2 and come back to it in the break between rounds. Give that one some thought.
I already have, man. I'm actually not liking what I'm seeing from Nunez for some reason. I don't know if this is just his style to walk Navarrete onto a punch, but I just don't think this is the. I mean, Navarrete is just very, very big and strong.
Yeah,
but I actually prefer. Ooh,
the thing. I don't mind it. I actually don't mind it.
Like Navarrete has to be careful because every so often Nunez just throws a punch that just looks powerful.
This is the thing. Navarrete, you would imagine, will win most of the early rounds. Mm-hmm. However, with the style that Nunez is going for here, he can shave rounds with 1, maybe 2 punches. And so that works. I think he'll start coming forward later. But here, like I say, Nunez is mostly coming here for a knockout.
Yes.
So he's not really, but he don't want to come forward and exchange. He's going to lose every exchange. He's getting through these rounds without taking too much punishment and lowering the volume of the fight. I think in the back end of the fight, that does him that works for him. And Navarrete, what he definitely doesn't need to do is gamble like he just did there.
Literally.
Do the jab and that's cool. But gambling and overcommitting there is just foolish. But again, I feel like Navarrete is the one that feels like he needs to bank rounds.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Because Navarrete, I actually don't know what I'm saying for Navarrete because he's a volume guy, and Nunez, with his kind of negativity to an extent, is just lowering the volume of the fight.
Yeah, I get that.
Because Navarrete's won this round, he won the last round. However, even if I land one punch and bobble you, because the volume's so low, that'll be enough to nick around.
Potentially. Oh, that's a good shot. So that was a closer round than the last one.
Exactly. And the third one will be closer than this, potentially.
Yeah, trust me. This is about being patient. Then. Yeah. Even though Nunez's fade is horrible. Man went from level 2 to just straight skin.
Yeah, but that man ain't really got that. That man still do fades with scissors and razor blades.
Oh, good shot from Navarrete.
Good left hook from Navarrete. Saved by the bell there a little bit, not gonna lie. Which boxing analyst do you
I listen to Teddy Atlas sometimes.
Yeah.
I listen to
again with me and Shane and our relationship with people's psychology. We have to know when to listen to certain people. I.e., I'm not a big fan of listening to Teddy Atlas if he's talking about Mike Tyson, because Teddy Atlas obviously doesn't like Mike Tyson. So
boxing now.
No, but I'm just saying, like, even if there's someone I rate, I have to take them with a pinch of salt when they do. I like Crawford, but if I hear him talking about Shakur, I'm just gonna lower my expectations of how much analytics I'm gonna get, because he's really cool with Shakur. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But go on.
Yeah, I listened to Sean Porter.
Yep. Sean Porter's good.
That's probably.
I used to really like, from an analyst perspective, Paulie Malignaggi.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah,
but again, sometimes. That's why I said used to.
Sometimes Paulie can be really good.
Yeah. Into round 3. K-Ro said Nunez is fighting like a fan man.
I think Nunez's game plan is to try and get Navarrete into a full sense of security so he can land a big punch.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nunez knows that he's a low percentage fight. He's a low percentage fighter. He can't fight at a high tempo for long periods of time, especially when he's always looking for power. So
if I'm Nunez though,
good shot from Navarrete.
Couple of good left hands that have landed from Navarrete.
That shot rocked Navarrete there though. That left hand.
If I'm Nunez, I'm taking good confidence in the fact that you actually don't want to come and engage with me because you know that I can hurt you.
Yeah, there's been a few times Nunez has actually walked Navarrete onto a good punch. And it's funny because I know Nunez to land power punches going forward. The fact that he's got power going backwards is concerning for fighters who fight.
Yeah.
Good body shot. That's a solid body shot.
Body shot's already kind of working. Midway through round 3, Navarrete already kind of looking like he's slowing down very, very slightly. But the body punches will definitely pay dividends later.
Yeah, I mean, Nunez is...
Shout out Charlie Rendon, new subscriber to the channel, said respect for going live. Charlie, thanks for locking in with us, my bro.
Nunez is trying his best to get this single punch fight. If you land 2 in a round, I land 2 in a round, my 2's going to be better than yours kind of thing. He knows if he holds his feet against Navarrete, it's kind of peak.
Yeah.
But it's very, very un-Mexican though.
They both obviously respect what each other do massively. I mean, Charlie just said, I don't like all this fist pumping. It's not a sparring session. Do you know what I mean? But it's that respect, isn't it? I mean, they're both world champions, so you've got to hold a little bit of respect.
I think at some stage, like, the torch people will be lit in it.
Yeah.
Like,
it will go off at some point, for sure.
Because Nunez can't just fight like this the whole round and fight and expect to win. He's going to be looking for some openings.
Nick, Navarrete don't slow down 1K over 12 rounds for fun. I hear you, but you can slow him down by... Navarrete maybe doesn't necessarily move and chase people this much if people engage with him more, but also Nunez throws very hard. So if Nunez is hitting 2-3 clean body shots every round, that will slow you down.
Just make you an easier target to hit when I am throwing my power punches.
And 1,000 punches over 12 rounds is like a little... What's that? You're saying he's throwing 60, 70, 80 punches around. In the first 2 rounds, we definitely haven't seen
what Nunez at Navarrete has to worry about is when he's bouncing in and out. When he's going back with his hands down. So those when you're bouncing back, if you get caught with a shot, you tend to get off balance and that can literally drop you.
So Nunez has landed a couple late shots there. Don't be surprised if we don't see another fist bump going into the 4th, because... Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We've already seen it start to get lit up a little bit. Samson said, when they ask, I'm saying I'm Nigerian, they always say I thought you were Jamaican. You must be talking to Grayman. Nunez fighting like a fan man. I said that already. I'm not African or Caribbean, but claiming a different nationality is a bit odd still. It's not actually that odd. I mean, it depends where you're from, and it depends on the stereotype of where you're from. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man, a lot of people do this, bro. A lot of people, like... A lot of men don't really like Somalis, so you might get a Somali.
What an uppercut from Navarrete.
You might get a Somali that says that back-to-back
left hand.
You might get some Somalis say they're from Eritrea or whatever, just because their reception is going to be a bit softer, a bit nicer. if Navarrete is not going to be able to work, then how can Sugar Nunez expect to stop him though? Big gamble for Nunez.
I think when you're a person who's not looking to win rounds and win by knockout, you can afford to do that. Still.
Yeah.
That's probably from an uppercut. The uppercut in the last round.
Nunez already bleeding from. Oh, Sugar Nunez rocked again from
a good body shot. He's invested a lot in the body. You can see he's loading up on a lot of these shots, but Navarrete just doesn't look like he's.
A lot of the guys are criticizing Nunez, to be fair, in the chat. They're saying he's just not working enough, not active enough.
Started this round slightly better. He had a few good body shots, but not enough activity. But that's how Nunez fights. Like Nunez is. You even said it when I showed you the clip. There's not a lot of work in the. He's just gonna look to knock you out. It reminds me a lot of Tank, to be honest.
Yeah. Navarrete is too damn awkward, Charlie said. He's not that awkward, but he's very active. Do you know what I mean? Not just throwing punches, but like he's moving around.
Everything
not stationary.
He's got everything moving at the same time. And he's got very good body language.
Yeah. There's blood already from the eye, it looks like, of Nunez. Right eye.
Yeah, that might cause a bit of problem.
Yeah. And he's continuing to ship punches here, Nunez. If he's, you might, I know he doesn't want to be desperate. His team will have a game plan, but we might just have to accelerate that game plan a little bit. Because you need to get some equity back in the fight. You don't want to get to a point where, okay, you're not knocked out, but you're losing every round and it's not competitive. Do you know what I'm saying?
Shot from Nunez.
For Navarrete.
Navarrete, sorry. What am I talking about? He's definitely getting away from him.
Yeah.
Good double jab.
Needs to get some equity back in this fight.
Yeah, Nunez is definitely struggling to deal with the pace and that.
What have you mentioned in Tank in 2026? Tank is a way better boxer than Nunez, Charlie Rendon says.
No, but in the sense that Tank's rounds.
Tank's going to lose rounds until he knocks him out.
He ships rounds, so that's why. This is a guy who lost every round to Rolly.
Yeah.
Like, that says everything you need to know. Oh, great shot from Navarrete.
Another great right hand for Navarrete. They did touch gloves again. Fair enough. Navarrete has done the weight really, really well. He looks huge.
Yeah, that's Navarrete's style. Navarrete used to fight at 35.
Yeah.
So him fighting at 30 is nothing. He's big at the weight class. Unbeatable Usyk returns to fight. Oh, the fight's in London Zone. I don't know why I thought this ring fight was on Netflix. Maybe Netflix just want the big spectacles.
Yeah, they do. 100%. Nunez is relying on his power alone. True, but that was always going to be the case.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't think he was going to do it fighting in. I thought he was going to fight behind the high guard going forward.
Also, why's this fight in Giza? What's that all about?
I have no idea.
What's the relevance like?
None of these guys are Egyptian.
It's just so random.
Giza, mad.
Yeah, Usyk's taking a big L with this.
Trust me.
Nav might stop him. People thinking Navarrete can stop him potentially.
I don't know.
Into round 5.
I mean, he's not. This is what I expected. This is what
he's reminding me of so far. So far, do you know what he's reminding me of?
What?
Josh Kelly Barker.
I think but Kelly was winning rounds fighting off the back foot though.
Yeah, I'm talking about Navarrete being the Kelly. And Barkram just in there looking for the single, and the opportunity for the single just never really came, and the fight just slowly drifted away from him. Do you know what I mean? Now Barkram, I don't know, obviously Navarrete.
Now Nunez is what happened there?
I think he just slipped.
Now Nunez is fighting off how I thought he was going to fight.
Yeah,
from
Nunez
round
coming
one.
forwards. Nunez coming forwards now.
This is what I thought he was going to do from round one. I don't know if he done this almost to get to. Oh, that's a good shot. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I expected. I said at some stage, Nunez is going to flip the switch. I don't know if he didn't trust his 12-round gas tank, so he's just like, you know what? I'd rather start fighting halfway through the fight.
I haven't done the clock.
He's got. Remember he's had 27 knockouts in his 27 fights.
Yeah.
So he doesn't go the distance very often.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much got to pick his moments and when he's going to fight going forward. Good jab from Navarrete. Oh, that's a good left hook. Good left hook.
Nunez.
Good left hook back from Navarrete.
If you don't want to be trading power punches with Nunez.
Oh!
Left hand off the temple.
This is what we expect.
Left hand off the temple. What a third left hand off the temple.
Yeah, this is what we expect. I said that style weren't gonna last.
Yeah. Got the information he needed. Now let's fight.
Let's have it. Good body shot from Navarrete. Good body shot again from Nunez. Good body shot again from Nunez, but Navarrete
snuck the head. Yeah, Navarrete sneaking in these fights. Sneaking in these punches.
This is what I expect. Oh, that's a good shot from Nunez. Good jab from Navarrete. Good jab again from Navarrete. There's poor attempt.
There's no clock.
Literally. The zone. Big the zone, you know.
I feel like it's been a while. There you go. Okay. It felt like it.
As round's closer, I don't know who I'd give that round to.
There you go. End of round.
Closer round still.
And they're still touching gloves. Charlie Reardon said Turkey is from the Middle East. He legit bankrolled. It's legit bankrolled by Turkey is what he wants. The thing is, I hear you, but that's got nothing to do with it because Egypt isn't in the Middle East. So, do you know what I'm saying? There's no. That's like me saying, why is this card in Jamaica? And you say, well, Nick's from Africa. But Jamaica's not in Africa. It's just, you know what I mean? These two are too friendly, man. When's it going to pick up? It started to pick up. For sure. Navarrete took those shots well. Pause, but I do hear you. That was, yeah. Truth Teller Maxwell said, before the Times Square card flopped, they were always looking at doing these boxing events, locations, backgrounds. They might just be trying to get it in the pyramids. I do hear that. It's just, with boxing, I like some cultural currency. Do you know what I'm saying? If it's Liverpool versus Manchester, whatever, like there's no relevance to the fight. The New York card had a lot of New York fighters on the card, so it made sense. Usyk hitting angles in the pyramids, absolute cinema. I'm not seeing it. What, you know what I mean? I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah, me never.
Egypt is in the Middle East, buddy.
Egypt is not in the Middle East. Egypt's in Africa. What are you talking about, bro?
Egypt's not in the Middle East. It's got Arabic.
Oh, Nunez is hurt. Navarrete is hurt from that body shot from Nunez.
Oh, look at those power shots coming in. Yeah, Egypt's in Africa, bro.
What are you talking about, bro? This guy, because they're Muslim, you think it's in Africa?
No, because they're Arab.
What are you talking about, bro? They just stole their land. It's still in Africa, bro. What are you talking about? Man said Egypt's in the Middle East. Bro, you pulled up a geography map before.
A geography map? What other type of map is there? These men need to stop this spelling thing.
Oh, this is good. This is. I don't really care about that because they're fighting now, innit?
Yeah.
I don't care. If they want to spell, I don't care. They're fighting now. Now, Nunez won this, is winning this round. This has been a good round from Nunez. Probably his best round so far. One thing I do agree with, Navarrete is taking these punches well, but some of them body shots, oh, that's a great uppercut. He disguised it well as well. Good body shot again. See, Nunez does need breaks, so this is where Navarrete has to work. Good shot what a good shot from both fighters.
Probably said it is. Middle East is partly in Africa. But I'm saying, Charlie, away from the fact that Turkey's bankrolling it and Egypt is in the Middle East, if you want to call it that or whatever. Away from that, I'm saying
how could the Middle East?
It don't matter. We're not discussing that. The point is, it's still random. Just because Turkey's bankrolling it, I hear you, but it still don't make sense. to have the Usyk fight there. It's got nothing to do with. Do you know what I mean, it makes sense to have the Hamza Shiraz fight there, or someone who's Muslim or part of that community?
Oh, that's a good shot from
Nunez.
That is a good shot from Nunez. Good shot from Navarrete. Body shot from Navarrete there. Good body shot from Nunez and an overhand right from Navarrete. And then a good exchange there. These men are having it now, boy. These men are having it. I see Navarrete brushing it. Oh, that's a good two-piece from Navarrete.
Nunez's volume
1-2
is just too low.
Way too low.
There's too many times.
I still think he's won this round, though.
There's too many times.
I still think he's won this round.
Especially when he's walking forwards. He's closing the distance with no punches.
No, but that's
Navarrete, I hear you, but Navarrete can just can bank rounds doing that. Unless
I think he's lost this round. I think Navarrete's lost this round. The body shot has been great.
Oh, Navarrete.
Good body shot again. Good body shot. Oh, good shot from Navarrete there. This is
Nunez actually has to take a step back a little bit. Give yourself some space.
Some space. Good body shot again from Nunez. Good shot from Navarrete. Nunez won that round for me.
In front of the yeah, I'm confident about the derby tomorrow. I think in front of the Eiffel Tower was one. That's why Dana wants to do White House, be the first.
What he needs to do is in front of the war between Ukraine and Russia. That's what he needs to do.
But what I'm saying is, if I'm an African billionaire and I want to put the fight with Usyk and Tyson Fury in the Democratic Republic of Congo, 100% people will start complaining and be like, "What the fuck has this got to do with Congo?" Okay, fine, you're paying the site fee, but what has this got to do with Congo?
But that's the same thing with what Don King done with Thriller no, the Rumble in the Jungle and Thriller in Manila.
Rumble in the Jungle is slightly different because it was in Africa.
You just said the African billionaire.
There's two black people fighting.
Oh, I hate you.
Especially at that
time. Yeah, because he said, yeah, slave ship to championship.
Yeah, 100%. But like, it'll be like having two Muslim fighters fighting in Saudi. They're not necessarily Saudi, but at least they're Muslim. There's some connection. Do you mean you got where's my man from Dutch?
Yeah,
and you got a Dutchman and a Ukrainian man fighting in Egypt.
Yeah,
and you've made the Egypt part.
Oh, good shot from Navarrete
of the promotions.
Great shot from Nunez.
That's a black country, bro. Turkey is Arab and Egypt. I understand. But
I probably round 5 is close. Was a close round, but
Nunez lost those first 2 rounds. Chris Mannix is crazy.
Yeah, Nunez.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, got you.
He's got it right.
Bad, yeah.
The only round I think was close was round 5. They gave round 6 to Navarrete. I don't think so.
The fan zone, though, isn't it?
Good shot from Navarrete. Good shot from Navarrete again.
Have we seen Nunez's chin tested this much before?
Did
he shipped this much punches?
Yeah, probably. But I also feel like he's never been in a situation where someone's been willing to actually trade off with him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Navarrete hasn't. When Nunez has brought it, he's brought it back.
Wait, is that fight happening in Congo? No, the fight's not happening in Congo. You might have misunderstanding what I'm saying, bro. You might have misunderstanding what I'm saying. Charlie said heavyweight boxing is for casuals. I hear you. I do hear what you're saying. I guess the only thing that makes it make sense is the fact that Usyk is kind of boxing homeless. Do you know what I'm saying? He doesn't actually have a home crowd to fight in front of. So I guess that makes a little bit of sense.
It's a really good fight from Navarrete, to be honest. Oh, good shot from Navarrete. That was a great combination. Good body shot. I mean, Nick said the only shot in this fight would be if Nunez won on points. It's a great combination. Great combination from Navarrete. Navarrete's looking like he's trying to get the stoppage. He needs to be careful in an attempt to do that, but
Nunez is just smothering his work a little bit too much, but he's doing such little work that it has to be good quality and almost perfect when he does get to work. I just think he's not giving himself enough time. I know he's not a volume guy, but you're going up against the guy who throws volume. You've got to throw a little bit more than you'd be used to.
I think you're looking for a perfect punch. I just don't think that perfect punch.
That's why I'd rather him be more active.
Boy,
because it's not about
you've got to change a habit of a life.
You keep waiting for the perfect punch, and then if the perfect punch don't land for you that night, then you just lose the fight. Do you know what I'm saying?
Which is why I thought Navarrete would win on just output, but I did think the punches that Nunez has landed would have more of an effect on Navarrete. It just doesn't look like it's had, because he's landed some good body shots, but they just don't look like they've had any effect on Navarrete.
Yeah.
Navarrete is a machine, bro.
Yeah, the Egypt fight with Usyk has given me another angle to criticize Usyk, to be honest with you, because for me, I appreciate that he can't necessarily fight at home, but he's not even going somewhere to try and make it his home. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I get that the Turkey and that are trying to do things that are a bit different. Truth Teller Maxwell said they had Wilder dressing up as a zombie. They were doing fight trailers that didn't work. They're just trying things. Yeah, I hear that, but you're the unified champion of the world and the 2-time undisputed champion of the world in heavyweight division. Like,
even on the back foot, Navarrete is dangerous. Navarrete is dangerous because he's gonna throw punches, bro. And he can take punches as well, bro. He's not scared under attack. Like this I'm not surprised by anything I've seen from Navarrete. His ability to take punches, I guess I'm not surprised by it, but obviously it's just impressive. I can just tell that he's not going to be able to get the stoppage because
Nunez,
the shots don't look like they're causing.
No,
you know when Fabio Wardley was fighting Joseph Parker.
Yeah,
you always thought at some stage Fabio Wardley could stop this dude.
Yeah,
because you can't just keep shipping these punches.
Yeah,
I think Navarrete can keep shipping these punches.
Yeah. We saw Nunez's knockout before, but I don't know if he was fighting someone that's looked this much bigger than him. Do you know what I'm saying? He's fighting this guy that looks considerably bigger than him.
Yeah, size of that left hook was good still. Another good left hook, but then Navarrete just. I love Navarrete's body language, bro. Yeah. Like he got hit with 2 good left hooks.
Anytime you land a punch on me, I'm not going to let the audience sit with it.
Facts, and I'm not going to let you feel like you hurt me, bro. Yeah. I hear what you're saying about Nunez, Nick, but for me, it's just like, this is who I am. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to give you the best version of me. Do you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be able to reinvent myself.
No one's asking for reinvention. I'm just saying that if the volume was turned up 10%, the same fighter, but you got to make some adjustments. You're a world title holder. This is a world title unification.
Sometimes if you've been relying on power your whole career, that's all you can rely on, though.
Yeah.
And you don't get the knockout, you lose, innit? That's the game. But I said in the preview to this fight, I said if Nunez can get like a couple of knockdowns, but he's not gonna get it.
No. He needs to change. That was a good shot. But like you said, he's landed clean shots and some clean shots that Navarrete hasn't even seen, and still Navarrete doesn't look like going down.
Yeah.
In fact, it looks like the body shots in this fight have hurt Navarrete more than the headshots have.
Yeah, definitely.
And he's landed some clean headshots, but, you know. Yeah, that trim's outrageous. He might deserve to lose for that trim alone.
A good shot. Good shot again from Navarrete. Oh, good shot from Nunez. But yeah, they just don't look like they're gonna stop Navarrete, and it is what it is, because you gotta see if Navarrete's chin can withstand the power, and it definitely can.
Yeah,
great body shot.
Facts. Sugar versus Nick Ball. Let's go.
Nah, Nunez will not cut.
Nick Ball will get pieced up in that fight, but still, we have to see it. Who you man got for Dubois versus Wardley? I've got Dubois. I ain't got Dubois, but I just feel like Dubois is being looked over a little bit. I'm probably leaning slightly towards Wardley, but I feel like it's close. Shane feels a little bit more confident that
Just push around the scenarios in my head.
Yeah.
I don't see the fight being an easy fight for anyone. And
Yeah.
if it's a tough fight, I pick the guy who's shown me the metal.
Yeah. I think Wardley gets hit too much early on. And I think that Dubois has been hit by people that hit closer to Wardley's power than Wardley's ever been hit by somebody that hits as hard as Dubois.
I agree. But I don't think...
And I think it's going to come down.
I haven't seen Wardley been dropped before. I've seen Wardley hit, but I ain't seen him knocked out.
Yeah.
And even when Dubois looked good and knocked fighters out, it's been after he's shipping a lot of punches.
Yeah.
I don't think you can ship a lot of punches against Wardley.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for Wardley is his speed. He's a lot faster than Dubois. He's got faster hands than Dubois.
He does, but I just think he's got better heart than Dubois. Bro.
Yeah, that's a given.
That's great work from... Oh, but then Navarrete comes right back, bro.
Navarrete really does look like he could stop Nunez here. And going and stopping a power puncher like this is such a big statement. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't think he's going to... Maybe he might... Oh! What a right hand from Navarrete.
There's definitely going to have to be some VAR testing going on after this fight, because how my man is just standing still.
Who?
Navarrete. Both, to be fair.
Both. I was about to say both of them. Both of them. These men are tough, bro. Like, these guys look bigger than Vargas. Definitely Navarrete does.
Yeah, 100%. Wardley versus Dubois is the most entertaining fight of so far this year. But it can't be. It ain't happened yet. You've got to call it that afterwards. It could be a fucking stinker. It's unlikely. But I know
Daniel Dubois could get knocked out in the first round.
Yeah, but that's what he means by entertaining.
Oh, what a shot. Oh, that's a great uppercut.
Nunez spit coming flying out. I said Nunez looks like he could get stopped. He really does.
Good. He's going back to the body. Oh, good shot from Navarrete.
We said it from the beginning. This fight's actually been quite one-sided. There's been moments of Nunez doing bits and pieces, but
so I said it really depended on how Nunez's power translated in this fight. If Nunez could have got a knockdown, then Navarrete's not going to throw as much punches. But every time Nunez has landed a good punch, Navarrete just continued throwing.
I just disagree. I think that if Nunez lands a knockdown, unless it's a really,
I mean, earlier in the fight, if he had landed a knockdown earlier in the fight, it could have potentially put a fork in the sand, just to say, bro, you got to have a bit more respect when you're throwing punches. But just not done it. Like every time he's landed a punch, he's just thrown more. So I said, Navarrete's body language in this fight has been terrific. Sometimes you just win that. Like, even if you get hit with a shot that hurts, you just have to just be able to show that it doesn't and keep fighting. Oh yeah, his left eye, his right eye's cut, closed.
Yeah, it's been like this for a while because it was cut quite early. And that means he can't see these left eyes.
He's really showing his what's it called? He's showing his class right now, Navarrete.
Yeah, facts. Charlie said Dubois really gets disrespected for someone who's only really lost to Usyk and obviously quit against Joe Joyce and that Joe Joyce fight.
But he also got dropped 3 times in the first round against Lorena. So he also got beat up every single round against Dubois against Pergovic until face damage.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that.
Does Wardley becoming champ put boxing's skill difficulty in disrepute because he's mainly got power and heart? No, because I say this all the time. Heavyweight boxing is a different sport. It's not even a different metric. It's an entirely different sport, bro. It's an entirely different sport. Do you know what I'm saying? When man are watching Sunday League football, they're not expecting what they're expecting in the Prem. Not even just that. When man are watching the Champions League, they're watching a different sport from when they're watching the Prem. It's 2 totally different things.
The currency, well, Spurs is qualified for the next round. But
top 5. They come top 5 in Europe.
But they're currently in relegation battle. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Doctor's going to have a look at the eye, or the rest of them look at the eye.
I don't think
he can see out of it. That's the main thing. He can see out of it.
Yeah.
Doc's saying he can see out of it.
What does Nunez do now?
I was going to say, I wonder if even that spurs him on just a little bit. Do you know what I mean? To go for it a little bit more. And
Yeah.
Let his hands go.
That's why I agree. I don't know who said that. Sergio Mora. I agree with him with that one. He said he doesn't even think it's the eye that he's worried about. It's the fact that Navarrete's punch resilience is just so strong. And I've landed my biggest shots against you, and you've still just walked forward. That for me.
Yeah, that takes the soul out of a fighter.
Trust me.
Yeah, there's a lot of glove tapping going on in this fight.
But it hasn't stopped the action. So I don't mind.
True, yeah.
It ain't stopped the action, bro.
They obviously want to have a certain type of
respect.
A certain type of fight. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like two football teams that want to play football.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not all the cheap shit, I don't want that.
Yeah.
If that eye's bad though.
Every left hand is gonna be one to keep an eye on.
I don't know, man. It's one of those ones. Yeah, that eye is bad, bruv. That eye is
really bad. So it can get stopped.
Ooh, he's a target for another.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
aim for.
Julio Cesar Chavez is saying stop it.
Oh, that's a body shot. Ooh, body shot.
This might be performance of the year so far.
Yeah, definitely. This has been a terrific because he fought off the back foot and front foot with the same level of intensity.
Against the world champion who's known for
power.
Yeah.
This is a pound for pound performance.
It is.
I said at the beginning. I said at the show, like, bro, are we gonna put that? Are we gonna put Navarrete on the bottom half of the pound for pound list?
Yeah.
And I said bro, when you can understand why when Navarrete and Shakur was at the same weight class, bro, they didn't fight. And I'm a big fan of Shakur. I don't criticize Shakur, and I think he beats Navarrete. But this is a style that's just different to what you get when you're fighting a Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this style was just bad, bro. I'm saying I was disgusted to say maybe Lee Wood. Lee Wood.
We're going to come to the comments after this fight because we feel like there could be some sort of stoppage here potentially. Because
Nunez
I don't think Nunez will come out for the 11th round. I'll be surprised if he does.
His corner probably would stop. He's still throwing though, so I gotta give him.
He wants to fight. He'll want to fight, but I just feel like it's untenable soon.
Oh yeah.
Ref is having a look at the eye. ZZZ said there's been too many skill-wise limited champs recently. Guys like Barrios, Rowley, Prograde, Norman Jr., etc., etc.
I think that's a very disrespectful thing to say.
I was going to say,
I think Brian Norman Jr. was knockout of the year candidate. I think when you say he was skill-wise, he fought against, I know you're going to disagree, but he fought against one of the most skillful fighters of this generation.
But also, there's different ways to win boxing matches. That's the whole point. Being a champion doesn't necessarily mean that you are more skilled. I can knock you out. It's the same as football. If Arsenal win the league and every goal is a set piece, there's no point saying that Arsenal look at really
looking close. It's also a case. Look at we watched today. Smalls versus Ramos.
Mm-hmm.
Smalls was the more skilled.
They've actually let him out for. Oh no, they're gonna have a look.
They're gonna pull it a day. And I think even Eddie was saying, "Bro, it's not looking good." I hope Eddie's got options on Navarrete.
I'm sure he does. The doctor's saying no, leave it. Doctor's saying no, it's off. Yeah, it's done. It's done. Yeah, that's what I thought. He knows as well. Like, he's upset, but he knows.
Great performance.
What a performance from Navarrete, by the way.
He started the fight off the front foot, and he established some rounds, and then he showed the same level of velocity, same tenacity off the back foot. His punch resilience was damn near perfect.
Yeah.
His ability to, because he got hit with shots, but as soon you hit me with a shot, if I come right back at you, bro, that's what I'm talking about. Body language. Like, bro, as I was saying, like, obviously, stylistic, you can tell, like, what styles will cause him problems. But, bro, you ain't, like, this guy ain't, like, he's a real deal. He's a proper fighter. But you think about the guys he's beaten, you know, obviously, Oscar Valdez is his most famous win, but Isaac Dogbo, like, he's fought some real good fighters. And Nunez is a guy who 29 wins, 27 knockouts, and for you to stop him, that's an impressive performance.
I said I wonder if there's a world where he stops him.
Yeah, I mean, you said the only decision before the fight. You said the only
thing that can't happen is Nunez on points.
Yeah, and we obviously understood why. I mean, you guys didn't watch this week's. I hope you guys watched this week's podcast. You would have got, I think, as near of a breakdown as you could have got. Like, the fight went pretty much how we said it would go.
Yeah. It was just going to be how much Navarrete was affected by the power, and in the end,
once you know what I'm saying, you can watch a fight and he's like, once a guy lands certain punches, you know.
Reach out to ZZZ because I just disagree with what you're saying here. It proves there are too many quote unquote champions in boxing per division. It's a piss take. Then guys who like Rowley who lose to a 40-year-old Ishmael somehow become a champion.
He didn't lose, but I hear what you're saying.
But it's again, it's irrelevant. This is the sport of boxing. It's been like this for 40, 50 years now. There's multiple champions and they have to unify the division. Boxing has so much so many different competitors globally. If there was one belt, people would be people would be forced to wait years or miss their chance. So this idea, one second, just on the first point you're making about the talent level doesn't matter. What only in boxing do we argue about the talent level of a champion? In no other sport do people talk. What? Why are you looking at that?
I think the talent level statement is actually a valid statement. What I disagree with is the belt statement. I think you have to look at it case by case. I think in the situations like where Barrios is a world champion or Rowley's a world champion, it's case by case. But it's
also eras and politics, bro. Like not just politics, but let's say like when AJ came along, Frank Martin was champion.
Not Frank Martin.
Charles Martin was champion. But what do you want to do? That's not an indictment on the sport. Right now, for example, what I'm saying is people like to attack boxing as a sport, and it doesn't make sense. Right now, people are complaining the Premier League is boring and not as exciting as it used to be 10, 20 years ago. Correct?
Yeah.
Are people attacking football, the sport? Not really. People are not saying football is trash. Let's all stop watching football. You're attacking the league and saying let's the league.
Yes, what I'm saying is case by case,
it's
division by division.
Yeah.
Because that statement doesn't apply in 175.
Yeah.
That statement doesn't apply at 154.
Yeah.
That statement doesn't apply at 140. That statement doesn't apply at
the biggest fight at 154 is Virgil and Boots right now. And
none of them have a world championship.
Yeah.
That statement doesn't apply at 120. That statement doesn't apply at 130.
Yeah.
That statement, you got Navarrete, Nunez, and Shaki Foster and Ford. How does that apply at 130?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like that statement only applies. You use a specific weight class of welterweight, which 5 years ago, welterweight was the glamour division. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't say that. This last year, when Boots was champion and had 2 belts and was Ring Magazine champion, you couldn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
We always go through those transitions, so I feel like that statement is it's always case by case, bro. You can't really see.
Like Samson said, it's hard to tell what the talent level really is when most champions these days do not earn their belts by going through the ranking system. I wouldn't say most, but also it's difficult to tell what the talent. Bro, most men don't box. There are people that I think are talented. You can't tell me Brian Norman Jr. is not talented. Now, he's not as talented as Devin. He's not as technical as Shakur, but he's not talented. And so, as I'm saying, like, you man are having a set bias towards a certain... There's multiple ways to box, bro. You wouldn't say in MMA, they wouldn't say that champion's not a real champion because he just submitted everyone. He never knocked anyone out. He just submitted them. But that's a skill set. So his skill set is submitting people.
No, but the statement of a lot of champions not getting the chance to earn their belts, again, that's a statement that you're basing. You're looking at welterweight. That's because the belts became vacant. But Navarrete just won his belt. What are you talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so,
you lot are missing the point, which is there shouldn't be any champions in multiplayer divisions.
okay, let me.
What do you mean?
Triple.
What do you mean by multiplayer?
I know what he's saying. He said there shouldn't be any. There shouldn't be multiple champions in a weight class.
Is he saying there shouldn't be multiple champions in a weight class, or is he saying there shouldn't be any champions in multiple divisions, like people like Canelo that move up and down the weight classes?
No, he's not saying that. I'm hoping he's not saying. Well, explain.
That's what I'm saying.
Triple Z, if you are saying that there shouldn't be you're how old are you? I don't know how old you are. I presume you aren't 40. I presume you aren't 50.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's been like this for 40 years, but we've had three belts since since 1984 or 1985. What are we talking about, bro?
Mm-hmm.
We've had 3 belts since then. So when we're talking about there shouldn't be multiple belts, what are you comparing this time to?
Yeah.
You wasn't even alive when there was 1 belt, bro. You don't even know what it was. Do you know what I'm saying? You're saying that based on ignorance. You can't even say that based on the UFC because
the average fighter right now fights twice a year. Like I said it on the show. I said it previously. If you turn pro at 20 and you fight twice a year until you're 40, that's 40 fights. Do you know what I'm saying? You might not get through the whole division. People come into the division, people leave the division, people serve bans. You could come into boxing and live your life and your career absolutely perfectly, and there still might be an asterisk against your name because there's certain people that you didn't fight. Not because of you, but because they were injured, they were bad. Benavidez is missing the opportunity currently to fight Bivol, whatever the case may be. That's the situation. If the multiple belts is not necessarily a problem. Do you know what I mean? Because we've had some of the best fights we've ever had are world unification fights. Ultimately, the talent level, when Samson said it's difficult to tell the talent level, it's not difficult to tell the talent level because we know that Ryan Garcia is more talented than Barrios. No one made Barrios the favorite.
Yeah.
Even Ryan Garcia has never won a world title, but we knew that he's more talented because we can see it. Charles Martin, we knew AJ was the favorite because we can see it. Do you know what I'm saying? Virgil and Boots is the biggest fight and the big money fight at 154 because we can see their talent level. Some people can't assess talent. Do you know what I'm saying? We've seen situations where multiple people have world championships, but they're not seen as equal.
Yeah.
Right now, Wardley is not seen on the same level as Usyk.
Of course not.
Even though, you know, Wardley has to go get the fights with the bar to make the big money, whatever. Wardley might make more money in his next fight than Usyk in this fucking silly fight. Do you know what I mean? Who knows? Do you know what I'm saying? But when man say we can't see the talent level, I don't understand. Do you know what I mean? The money and the belt is not what determines the talent. Do you know what I'm saying? There are some man that can just do away with the belts and just fight and make money regardless. Conor Ben's going to fight and make more money for no belt with limited talent because that's the nature of boxing, because you've got a big personality that sells and people think it's a character and whatever the case may be. That's the way that it is. Do you know what I mean? That's the sport of boxing. There's no league. You don't have a league. You don't have a guaranteed salary. You have to get up and go. You're a contractor. You have to get up and go and earn the paper every day. Do you know what I'm saying? So the multiple champions thing is fine, bro. Because in the eyes of boxing fans, when we're listing great champions, nobody in 20 years is ever going to list Mario Barrios.
No.
So yes, he held the belt for a short time. No one's ever going to remember that. If you're a proper boxing fan, you'll know what we're having a certain conversation. You'll know what we're talking about. How does 4 best fighters in every division? There should only be 1 best, which is in every sport. There are too many boxers. Makes being champion even more special now. It's just saturated. Again, if that's how you feel, then fair enough. As boxing fans, I personally don't feel that way. Do you know what I'm saying? Because then we have an undisputed champion. So we have an undisputed champion in Crawford, an undisputed champion in Devon, an undisputed champion in Usyk.
I think you have to put value in the fact that when a guy, in like what we've just watched, when 2 champions fight each other and 1 champion wins and they're unified, there is more value in what he's done than anybody else who has a belt at that weight class.
Yeah.
Because that he has 2 and I've beaten another champion. I think the only way your statement makes sense is if the sentence ends there. Yeah. But it's an ongoing situation. There was a stage where Crawford, Spence, Furman, and Sean Porter all had a belt at 147. Yeah. Eventually, Crawford had all the belts. So if the sentence ended, well, there's 4 best. Yeah, there was at one stage.
Yeah.
But then it evolved into where Crawford had all the belts. Do you know what I'm saying?
There is currently in the UFC on the UFC roster, they have about 600 fighters. There are currently at least 20,000 active registered professional boxers. Do you know what I'm saying? 20,000. So how are we gonna? How many weight classes? Let's say it's 10 weight classes.
More, but going.
You got 10. You got 2,000 fighters in every weight class, blood. So who's to say? Who's to say what's what? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if man know. Also, the reason the fighters don't care is because we know that some people get instated for their popularity. If Conor Ben gets instated for his popularity, and I'm Ryan Garcia or I'm Rolly Romero, and I beat him, then I can win what is like a lower level belt. But if Rolly were to beat Devin, we would obviously hold that in a higher esteem because we know as boxing fans who's better and who's not. And if you're new to the sport, it could be quite confusing. That's the only thing I'd accept. You can't really grow the sport because people that are coming to the sport new don't know where everyone sits. But if you start watching boxing as of today,
you also have to understand, and we got bare comments, so you have to go through them. But we also got to understand is this idea of having one belt in the political structure of boxing right now just doesn't work. Because if you have one belt, bro, if I'm flipping Oscar and I got a champion at a weight class, bro, unless you sign to me, I'm not going to give you the fight, fam.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we going to do then? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, my name is just going to be under like slavery contracts, bro.
So then you need the audience to demand that you fight the new guy, and the way to get the audience to demand that you fight the new guy, he goes and wins himself a belt. So then it's like, cool, now we know this guy's got the IBF, you've got to go and fight this guy that's got the WBC or whatever the case may be.
So I think you got to just be a bit more flexible in your thing.
Charles said, is Rolly really that bad? He just beat Garcia, give him credit. This is what I'm saying. Boxing is just very, what have you done for me lately, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? These men are food for Rafe.
Nah, you're chatting shit.
But big man thing Navarrete looked 2 weight classes bigger than Nunez.
Shit.
He did look a lot bigger.
I'm not talking about.
No. I'm just
food for food. Nah, bro. Navarrete ain't food for no.
Rolly got a vacant title shot because they wanted Ryan to get an easy win, but it backfired 100%.
Yeah.
I think the belt.
That's Eddie's fault though. Yeah. That's Eddie's fault because Giasov should have fought for that, but that's Eddie's.
I think the belts are fine. Even more belts than 4 like IBO. There are just rated more than others.
I think the IBO is a bit of a stretch still.
Yeah, Nick is right. There's too many boxers. That would be a logjam. There are actually too many active fighters in each weight class for one title. MMA is a sport. As a sport, is a lot smaller. But the thing is, when we say MMA, it's not the MMA. It's UFC. UFC is one league. Do you know what I mean? Think of how many footballers play in the Prem, and then think of how many professional footballers there are globally. Do you know what I'm saying? The UFC is like the Prem, but then boxing is closer to like football. There's way more. Not just welterweight, but in most divisions, the guys that earn a chance to become ranked number 1 or Mando don't get their chance for the belt for years. MMA has more than one belt too. UFC is just one organization. Exactly, 100%. So you man that are watching MMA or UFC are not watching Bellator. They're not necessarily going to watching all these different leagues. They just watch UFC.
PFC.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is welterweight is way more talented than 3 of the champions. Let's have more money back in the multiple belts is a stretch. The division, I think people forget how deep boxing is. Yeah, that's what I said as well. I mean, 100%. There's 20,000 professional boxers right now. We have ring champions to determine the best fighter. I don't know. I don't think ring always determines the best fight.
For the most part, it does. But hey,
I personally think the talent level is a lot higher than the spotlight will ever show. Bro, the thing is with boxing, bro, you can have an off night and your career is done, bro. There's not that many, bro. Certainly in team sports, there's not that many sports where you can have one off night and your career is done forever. Do you know what I'm saying? I love the fact that fighters have to fight, in order to claim all the belts. Look at 135. That's what we said. 135 to 154 is deep, very, very much so. 130 as well. 130 is up there as well. Unification fights make it special, 100%. To be fair, I'd like to add regular champ, Commonwealth, European is too much. I'd say extra belts like those are too much.
I think
definitely
also
not.
because
Definitely not.
they'll only be too much if they're recognized against the elite, but it's normally like on the way up, like in or if you're a British level fighter or a European level fighter, it's good to win those belts on the way up. You know, if you're a European heavyweight champion, you're not considered at the same level anyway. So
100%. Again, I use the Prem example. It's not just a lot of men watch Prem and think that other leagues don't matter. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you have a career as a professional football player and you won 3 championships and got to an FA Cup semi-final, that's a big career. You're not a Prem guy. Do you know what I'm saying? For someone like me to win a British title, that's a big deal. I'm not a world champion, but that's a big deal. Bilal Fawaz, friend of the show, just won British title. That's a big deal. Why are you looking at it?
no.
I feel like, right, who the fuck is this? You say that, but come on, they're important for rankings and regional world level. Yeah, bro. Boxing's just not just top level. Like who got the recognition as the current best fighter at 154s? Xander has 2 belts. Then what about Kelly and Fondora? Well, obviously they're gonna have to fight.
Literally.
They're
That's
just,
why
they're
people
gonna
keep
have
looking
to.
at a situation and
Also,
just end the scenario today.
yeah,
Like that's not how it works, bro.
you've also got Virgil. You've also got Boots. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Madrimov is a great fight for any of these guys to keep warm. Fandora's fighting Furman. All this stuff's going to give us information. Fight. The other thing is as well. Fight, like you said about people thinking it's today. Fights have to be built. Do you know what I'm saying? If Furman gives Fundora a certain style of fight or gives him trouble, that's going to give other people information about how they're going to go and take that fight. Certain fights have to be built. Do
Literally.
you know what I mean? Like, sometimes when you see someone show a bit of vulnerability, that actually builds a fight even more.
A prime example of that is Bam.
Mm-hmm.
Bam flipping beat up everybody so early in his career that he ain't got nobody left to fight. People are telling him to move up 3 weight classes and fight a new weight.
Yeah.
When he's fighting for the likes of Estrada and Rang Vasai and Sonny Edwards and all of them man there, none of you man were saying anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if I go out and fight everybody without building up the fight, then all of a sudden, like it's not as significant. Like at the end of the day, every story, and I look at each weight class or era as a story. So eventually, over a 5-year period or 6-year period, we'll be able to tell a story. How did Errol Crawford become undisputed? How did David become undisputed? How did Usyk become undisputed? There's a story.
That's what I'm saying. When you're saying like there's too many world champions, you're taking the shit too personal. Like when you've got the undisputed champion, then that's the
conclusion of the story.
That's the conclusion of the story.
I'm saying you're starting it looking at the water weight division because the story begins now because there's 4 champions. But before, Errol Crawford just gave up
and there are a lot of people who are generally considered the best at that division, regardless of whether they're undisputed or not. For a long time, Canelo was clearly the best at 168. There was a time, probably now still that time, but Bivol was the best at 175. Then David Benavidez moves up from 168, starts putting the division on notice with a couple good wins, and now we've got to see that. But generally speaking, if you had to wrap up and explain who was the best fighter in the last 5 or 6 years at 175, you'd probably say Bivol. Do you know what I'm saying? That's Jamin. You got Canelo. You got, it's still like, and the thing is, it also doesn't matter. Like when I say it doesn't matter, what I mean is, even if there's an undisputed champion, some people still argue.
Not every occasion.
If there's food left on the table.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? If Fury comes back and picks up all the belts and becomes undisputed heavyweight champion, but never fought AJ, people still be like, but you never fought AJ. So we still wouldn't have a conclusion. So it's just what it is. But anyway, there you go. Man, then 20 to 6 in the morning. Yeah, I'm gonna be live at 4 o'clock this afternoon, so I need to get a nap.
Same.
Arsenal playing Chelsea. Do you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of you man are haters, so you're all trying to, you know what I'm saying, come and hate on Arsenal. But lock in. We saw Man City under a lot of pressure. They did scrape a win against Leeds. So, Arsenal can feel a little bit of pressure that they have to go and win this game. But also, I think that they can look at City and think this league title was very, very winnable. Do you know what I'm saying? This league title is very, very winnable. So yeah, we're going to be there. Big London derby, all that good stuff. But we're going to wrap the stream up right now. We'll see you then. OnlyFacts Sports is out. OnlyFacts Football is also out. And we're going to shoot another podcast again this week. So lock in, man. Lock in. Do you know what I'm saying? Truth Teller Maxwell said Arsenal getting the quadruple. I'll take a treble. take a little cheeky treble, and our run to the Champions League final looks pretty decent as well. But we'll discuss all that.
Way too decent.
We come top of the league. That's how it works. Do you know what I'm
saying? I mean, no, to the semi-finals.
To the semi-final.
Yeah, not to the finals.
To the semi-final. But yeah, man. See you, man, tomorrow. Peace and love. Thank you for locking in. Like the video, all that good stuff. See you, man, tomorrow.